Hello, my name is Saltbot. I am Kismet's co-host for this evening. Welcome to Kismet's stream and thank you for dropping by once again. Tonight it's time to get back to PC gaming with the Kismet Overburdened with Love PC. Thanks to all of you, we can take this stream to another level. Let me open up the vault door and let's go inside. Kismet is waiting for us.
Hello everybody, welcome to the stream. Another wonderful stream. Wow, was that an amazing stream last night or what? Oh, I hear my phone going off already. You guys retweeting like bosses. Hold on, turn that off. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Wow, was that an amazing stream last night or what? I seriously think that was the best stream ever. I think it absolutely was my best stream ever, and I hope to make this one even better than that one. And thanks everybody for hanging out. You can see over here my mods are throwing that retweet in there. Some people are already going out earning themselves some Kizcaps for those next giveaways. Just by I can hear the host going on right now, making some more Kizcaps that way. I hope you guys had a great night last night. I expect to have a really fun night tonight. Going to be doing some mega building. Tonight is basically like a 7 Days to Die member night where we just go into the teamwork server and just mega build. Mega build, or we scavenge, or we getting into trouble, or who knows what's going to transpire. That's the way it always is up in here. You never know what kind of craziness we're going to get into. But first, I want to go ahead and say thanks to all the people who helped out last night, especially my mods, who worked very, very hard. I really put them to task last night, and they just crushed it. They just absolutely crushed it, so make sure to show my mods lots of love in the chat, as well as thanks to everybody who came in, hosted a whole lot, showed that love, answered the call here in the stream. I have still heard no word from Twitch. I think they're purposely torturing me. But that's okay. That's okay. If they want to string it along, I don't know what they're doing. But we'll keep going. That's the way I go. And I appreciate everybody answering the call. I appreciate everybody coming in, hitting that subscribe button, and hitting that follow button. Thanks so much. Sloth. Kapow! Over there. Kapow! So thanks everybody for hanging out tonight. Again, we're going to have an awesome night tonight. Speaking of awesome people, Cool Zoom already with a $1 tip today. Thank you so much. Also, big thanks to some resubs I saw offline as well. Of course, we had Crazy with the resub, 2-month resub. We have Spider Llama and Big JP. All thanks to you guys. Appreciate those resubs. We're going to go ahead and also Kick PC, who we said right at the top there. We're going to go out and we're going to go ahead and show them some love. We're going to do a love train here in just a few minutes. But first, let's say hello to all these epic people here in the chat. Who do we got? We got Suicidal Pig saying hello, Kiz. We got Companion Amethyst. We got Cool Zome saying hello, Kismet. How you doing? Let's see. Final Nightmare hanging out. Always great to see you, Final Nightmare. Thanks for hanging out. Also, Champion Amethyst says, hi, Kiz. Did I miss a chance at Mirror's Edge last night? The last giveaway I heard was 7 days. Actually, the last giveaway was epic. And I have to look up what it is. We gave away, what did we give away last night? See, I got to look it up or I forget. That's why I write everything down. Let's see. We gave away Space Engineers. We gave away 7 Days to Die, City Skylines, Assassin's Creed 4, Black Flag, which even I want to play that game, and Tomb Raider Game of the Year Edition. A lot of epic stuff. A lot of epic stuff last night. If you missed it, I'm sorry. You should have been here for the Mega Stream. The Mega Stream. Anytime you see Mega Stream, that's when you're going to get the sweet loot. So that was pretty amazing. By the way, we did a 10,000 mega stream and we got 11,000 followers, which is pretty amazing. Pretty amazing that we got another 1,000 on top of the one we had already hit, which is pretty amazing. So now we're sitting for 15,000. I'm going to go for that 20,000. That's right. We set big goals up in here. We set those big goals. So again, let me go ahead and say hello to some more epic peep hanging out in here. We got Strength Jigsaw saying, hey, Kiz. We got Mega Meyer saying, hey, Kismet, happy grinding. I'm hoping to find auger parts in my play. To the trader you go, bro. To the trader. Go to every trader you can find. Bring that cashola and find those auger parts. I was here for a lot of it, Kiz, but didn't make the whole thing. That's okay, Companion Amethyst. I appreciate you hanging out in the stream, bro. I appreciate you being there. I see that's Mr. Anon, you hanging out. Louvatar hanging out as well. A henchman with a kitty. Little Vader kitty hanging out. See, wow, look at all these hosts. Wow, gamer dudes with the War Witch emotes. Gotta love those emotes. So great, so great. Make sure I'm not missing nobody. Troublemaker hanging out. He's got a dude with some chicken, action. Making me hungry already. Who else we got? Of course, we got my awesome mod Chewy hanging out. Also, Sister Wolf backing me up tonight. Appreciate all their help, as always. Sister Wolf was here all night long. That's right, Sister Wolf, like a champ. Backing me up all night long. Appreciate that, Sister Wolf. Sita saying, evening, kids. Good evening, Sita. We're going to do some mega building tonight, everybody. We're going to do some mega building. So let me go ahead and connect into the server. Let's hope it's working today. Hope it's working. We're going to find out in about 2 seconds. Let's switch over and see. Shoom, here we go. Let's get going. Let's get it going up in here. Oh, all right. Now, Heemfum was the big boss, and I love when people come in and they're just like, oh, yeah, just keeping my seat warm. And, of course, Heemfum comes in and, like, drops the bit elbow drop up here in the stream like a boss. Like a boss. And crushes it big time. So let's go ahead and give him his 10,000 kids caps before we get started. I can't remember if I gave it to her or not. I don't think I did. I don't think I did. So, bam, because I didn't change it over there. So, bam, up. Did I misspell it? I could have. Hold on. Misspelled it. Misspelling stuff already. Top of the stream. Yeah, Heemfum is the boss. There we go. Look at that. He just crossed 300,000 Kiz caps. That's pretty crazy. Where the heck am I? Oh, yeah, I was in there scavenging. All right, well, I'm getting the heck out of here. Oh, we're in the stadium. That's right. How do I get out of here? How do I get out of here? We got disconnected. Boom, let's get on the bike. We gone. We gone. All right, heading back to the base. We'll come back out, scavenge some more later on. For right now, we're going to just head outside. And, of course, my drink of choice tonight, more water. More water. Having lots of fun. Drinking that water, not gaining all that weight back. That's so fun. I like that. I like it a lot. Now, if you haven't seen our mega base so far, this is just a little baby part of it, is right here. Here it is. We got this massive entrance. We, of course, got our kind of half pyramid here and, of course, the automated kill box. We've got a giant ramp out here, which we'll be filling all the supports in. A whole lot of supports and stuff there. But let's go ahead and go in the base. Let's fire up some stuff. Maybe kill a zombie real quick. So, bam, what's up? What's up? Where'd you go? All right. What are we going to get to start the day today? What are we going to get? Nothing. I got nothing. Dun, 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 dun. I got nothing. There we go. Let's see. Hey, Andre, what's up? Horde night soon, kids? I think so. I think like in one day. Let's go check it out. Let's go check it out. Looks like I'm gonna be soloing this baby. Let's see. Horde night 91. That's right, 91. Going on. Close that up. Let's take a look at our walls here. Make sure nothing's getting through. Nope. Looks like we're good. All right, let's fire up some serious amount of stuff. Let's look at what we got. How much we got here? Now, the first thing I always look at is steel forged iron. We got a lot of that. We're styling. We're styling. Now, I actually want to take some of this forged iron and basically upgrade a part of the base here, which we'll do here in just a bit. Let me go ahead and offload some of the stuff that I found. Like so. And wrenches. Keep my poncho. Get me like a proper wrench. Like so. All right. So don't forget it next time. All right. Now, one of the things I want to do right away, I was thinking of, I was like, I never did go through and upgrade the outside of the base. Oh, I forgot my, come on in here, Screamer. Just watch you get your head chopped off. And your friends, where are they at? More Screamers coming in. Oh, here comes the big boy. Here comes the Pillsbury door boy. Come on in here. He's hitting my blade trap. Take that, bro. Take that, brah. All right, dude been hosed. All right, now the second you start up these forges and whatnot, or you get into this area because there's 2 forges running, boom, that thing's gonna start up. A whole bunch of mobs gonna attack. Now we do not use a subterranean base anymore. Why? To challenge ourselves. Because a subterranean base is kind of like a cheat, right? You kind of go down. Well, it's not really a cheat. It's a tactic, but still, you go down to bedrock, or you go down so far, and then you offset your base by about 40 or 50, which then you can put your forges and all your stuff, and then the mobs will appear above ground and never make it down to you, right? And then you offset your entrance away from there so that when you come out of your entrance, there isn't mobs right there in your face all the time. And it works fairly good. And we've done it nearly every single, or I think actually about every single playthrough. But this time, we did no subterranean base. We just built this base at the same level as the trader, which is at dirt level, to protect the base. Now, it's double-lined. It's using two ramps, one on the inside, one on the outside, so it's double-lined, so if they do get through the outside, they can get... they have to break through another block as well to even get into this side of the base, which is very difficult for them to do. Very difficult for them to do. Now let's go ahead and get some more tools. Let me go ahead and get a thing going on here, a nail gun. Now, I think what I'm going to do here temporarily is I'm going to just go ahead and take out the bow. I think we have enough ammo. Yes, we do. Really stock up on ammo today. I think we got enough ammo to where I can just offload that for now. All right. And then we're going to go ahead, move all this up, and then I can keep all that on my bar. All right. Now, another thing we're going to do is we're going to check all of our blade traps straight away. Looking good there. Because we want the base to be able to defend itself while we're out doing stuff. Oh, yeah, that needs some work. This one over here, not bad. All right, most of it not bad. I usually check the ones that usually get hit the most. We're going to go ahead and grab a whole bunch of parts over here. We're going to grab mechanical parts, electrical parts, and then, of course, we've got some steel already on us. And we're going to go around and do a little quick fix on all the blade traps because they're going to take a lot of damage as we do our thing. Okay, now as you get to a certain point and you're starting to get lots of steel and you're able to keep your forges going, which is our kind of big thing we're doing right now, trying to keep those forges going, trying to build up a huge backlog of steel and forge iron. Once you have a half a box of that, then you know you're really, really styling. So again, instead of replacing the blade traps later on, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Another thing I'm going to do is go ahead and start replacing the ladder now. And I need some forged iron for that. So let's go ahead and get some forged iron over here. Nice stack of 500. All right. And we're going to go ahead and replace the ladder. And then I'm actually going to upgrade it to steel because this particular ladder is going to take some damage from the outside whenever cops blow up or whatever. And there we go. Now, another thing we want to work on is the ones that constantly get attacked, like these right here. Right? Now, to get these, they've taken some damage, so I can't do them all. I've got to actually get some concrete to repair those. So I've got to walk back over here to the entrance. Now, of course, it's nighttime. Nighttime is probably not the right time to be outside right now, but, you know, challenge yourself. Challenge yourself a little. Now, if you want to make it easier while you're repairing your base or adding to your base or whatever, if you've got enough resources, just turn your forges off and everything else. Campfire, your chemical stations, everything. So if I go over here and I turn this off, I'm not going to have screamers, or as many screamers anyway, in my face all the time. Now, it does take time for it to go down to a point in which that kind of heat signature has reduced. Now, we got a mega base out here, so I seriously doubt it's going to be reduced a whole lot, but it'll be reduced somewhat. Somewhat. All right. And now we're going to go ahead and upgrade. Oh, hit myself. Cop, come on. Comes Big Jumbo. Or coming in from that side. So I'll get on this side. And you can see how well our automated base works. That's a feral there. Wow, great way to run your face right in there. Again, I'm going to get on the opposite side of them. Which, of course, they're going to try to run to me because they're dumb. Because they're zombies. And get chopped up. Now, some people might be left over. Who we got left over? This one. Still running around. Oh! Now, the people you want to kill first are the screamers. Again, notice even though I turn the forges off, I'm still getting a bunch of screamers. That's because the heat signature has not totally gone away. Hey, what's up, Mr. Touchdown? He's Mr. Football. Oh, Mr. Head. You want to hit me? I'll hit back. All right, dude, be dead. Anyone else want to take me on? Nope. Nobody? All right. Time to get a med kit. Time to get a med kit. Now, when you go through the door, one, make sure it closes, and two, turn around behind you in case somebody's, like, right there in your face. Right there in your face. Now, don't worry about dying, because I don't care, really. If I die, that's part of the fun. Part of the fun. Ammo. There we go. And straight back to it again. Back to it again. All right. Again, we'll go around the outside of the base. Now time to give our supports for our blade traps an upgrade as well. This way, if cops blow up there, if they take out this block, the blade trap will fall, and then I'll have to replace it. And if it happens during Horde Night, there ain't no way I'm going to be replacing that in the middle of Horde Night. There'll be too many mobs out here for me to replace it. So now's a good time to use some of this to make our base super strong. So we don't lose the supports. Might lose the blade trap itself, but we don't lose the supports. Now, of course, I'd love to be able to, of course, upgrade the blade traps even stronger, that kind of stuff. But right now, you can only go to this curtain level of blade traps. You can see we've got plenty of steel spikes out here. Our spikes are looking good, and our defenses look pretty epic. Pretty epic. Yeah, Horde Night soon. Where's the rest of the team? I burn them out sometimes. I burn them out sometimes here on the Teamwork server. They are probably napping at this point. They usually come on a bit later anyway, because I usually get on about midnight on the server. But today I start about 10 o'clock and I go all night. Because how to do water without wanting flavor really... how to do water without wanting flavor, I really need to. Just don't want the 10, 15 pounds that you would have if you were drinking soda or flavored water. I just drink it like not even think about it. Especially when my throat's getting a little rough like it is right now because I was having so much fun last night in the mega stream. All right, so we upgraded that. Now another thing we need to upgrade. How are we looking? 34 left. Let's go ahead and get some more here. I'm going to go ahead and burn a lot of this today. It ain't doing us no good sitting in that box. You do want to have some left over, though, so that you can use it for repairs. But another thing we want to go ahead and repair is this kind of edge over here. Look at that. Wow, that took a lot of damage. Now, they've been hitting this spot right here. So you want to go along and kind of upgrade where they're hitting a lot. So I'm going to upgrade this kind of edge here, which is going to take it from 6,000. So it used to be 6,000, now it's 10,000, as you can see. So that whole lip edge is going to be better protected. And if I see them attacking a certain spot, I will start to upgrade that spot too, and eventually the whole entire base will be wrapped in steel, which will be pretty epic. Pretty epic. Now again, we're going to do some mega building over there. For right now, we're going to go ahead and run over here. You just got to get used to that water. Believe me, it's very tough to transition from... it's very tough to transition from soda if you've been drinking soda your whole entire life like me. It's very tough to transition. And especially, I have other stuff like orange juice and things like that that has flavor to it. Of course, I try to drink like simply orange juice, which has a lot less sugar in it, a lot less stuff in it than that really concentrated, sugary orange juice. So yeah, I try to really watch what I eat. Try to watch what I'm doing with my health, because otherwise I can't be here with you guys. I can't be here. So the trade-off is, for me, do I have all of that stuff, or do I get to sit upright and play some games? I would rather sit upright and play some games myself. All right, so we did that. Now let's go ahead and put that away for now. What else do we want to do here? Let's see. We want to go ahead and get a bunch of supports going. So we need to fire up our forges again. Let's see what we're doing. Some clay over here. All right. That clay's nearly done. Let that go until that clay finishes. Over here, what are we doing? We got clay going. That clay's nearly done also. Oh, wow. I need one extra. Let me go ahead and get that forged iron. Let's see. Raw iron. How are we looking? Oh, man. We got a whole bunch of this. That should be running all the time. Here the zombies getting attacked. Glass jar forge. Very nice. And I need to get my bulletproof glass forges going, too. So I need to do that eventually. Maybe I'll do it over there. Over there. All right. So let's get the iron and steel forges going. So don't need any more clay for today on there. Let's get some wood. Again, all your forges, if you're going to have a elaborate base like we have, just so you can run your forges. That's the whole point of it, is that you can run the forges day and night. Except for on Horde Night, I would not run the forges, because it's going to make it a lot more difficult on you if you are, though we totally could if we wanted to. But there we go. So I'm going to fire up all of our forges that we need right now. I'm going to take all this clay out of here and put the iron in and let that start on. So it should always be trying to get to max iron all the time your iron forges. Now, let's look at our concrete. Do we really need to make a lot of concrete right now? Not really. Not really. Our concrete's looking good. And how's our mixer here? Oh, we got even more in here. All right, we're gonna... Let's empty out anything that's being made. Right now, no more being made. There's concrete here. All right. And then we'll go ahead and look at our stone sand. Wow, we got a lot of it. We got a lot of it. Okay. So let's go back over here to raw iron. Right there. Clay right there. I don't like it when they... See how I've got like literally 6 things in here? I got like 6 or 7 things in this box. In the black iron, I've got like half a box. Over here, wooden fibers. I've got 4 things in this box. In steel, I got 2 things in this box. This has nothing in this box. I think he's afraid to change that. Then finished concrete, that's good. Stone sand, that's better, right? That's why I combine boxes so I don't have to go in and out of 15 boxes all the time. That's why I really don't like it when we have so many boxes that go in and out, in and out, in and out, all the boxes all the time. That's why I created what I call a mix box, where you take things that you're looking for all the time, mix them together. Great example, stone and sand. So what you want to do is go ahead and take that stone and sand, combine it together, like so, and it ain't doing no good sitting in there. It ain't no good sitting in there. So we're gonna go ahead and grab. Oh wow, wow, we have no raw cement. All right, well let's get this going. Let's get this going. Now we got 30,000 stone, so that's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. That's 6,000 cement. So we're gonna queue that up, let that run. We're gonna put 6,000 in here, 6,000 in there, and let it melt all the way back down again. Next one, same thing. Let's go ahead and take that out. Let's go ahead and put 750 in. It's roughly about how much you need to do to melt it all down and also to take it all out, roughly. You can do the math, but that's pretty close. All right, we're going to go ahead and put that in there. And now we got them coming out and going in at the same time, which is what you want to do. It's the most efficient thing to be going on. So right now, we're going to go ahead and put 750 in there. We're going to do 6,000 cement. We're going to turn it on. It's going to melt it down. Super, super efficient right now. All right, we're going to grab any extra cement that's sitting down here as well. And let's go ahead. Let's see. We got the bottom 2 forges going. We got this forge going. And we're going to go ahead. That forge going that way. We'll put 750 in. Let's go ahead and get the cement going. And again, that one is super efficient. All of our stuff is super efficient because if you melt it all down in there, and of course they did the smart thing where they didn't leave too much wood in there, right? You don't want to leave too much wood in there if it's going to just stop melting down the stone or melting down whatever you're melting down. Don't put like 5,000 or 6,000 wood in there when you're doing something that's only going to last 10, 15 minutes because it will continue to burn all of that extra resources, which is not cool because, you know, there's a lot of people out there spending their time and effort getting those resources going on. So you might be like, Kismet, wait a minute, bro. You're going to need all that stone for your cement to make more concrete. Well, right now I'm not hurting for it, so it'll be fine. It'll be fine, but I would rather have all of my forges very efficiently running and then go over here and then say, okay, how much concrete mix? 5,000. Now, I could split it up, which is what I'm going to do between all of the forges, or I mean all of the mixers. So I'll put $9.99 there. Same thing here, $9.99 mix. And all the way across here. Until basically I have them all split up. One sneeze that time. Normally I'm a double sneezer. Who double sneezes? Put a 1 in the chat if you are a double sneezer like me. Kiz, that clay box fills up. It does. It does, but I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of it of going in and out of 15, 20 boxes. How do I know? Because I've already done this system before. I've already done it where I've had twice as many boxes. I've had entire lines of armor, every single separate piece, the leg armor, the head armor, the clothing, the pants, the things, and I've done entire walls of that. I've done entire walls of having everything separate, and it's just literally 50, 60, 70, 100 boxes. But you got to think about a different. You got to think about it in a different way. How many boxes does one person have to go in and out of when they come in and out of the base? Now, I always gear my system based around my explorers, my people going out, grabbing stuff, and then coming back. They've got to have a nice, easy way into the base, the tunnel, or a ramp down into the base. They can come in, they can grab their meds and all that stuff in one box. If you're using half a box, you're not doing it right. Food and water, because everybody's always looking for food and water, so those should be combined. Same with meds. Put meds in there. How many meds are you going to really grab? You're going to grab a bandage. You're going to grab a first aid kit like this. By the way, if you have 2 rows of water in a box, you got too much water in that box. That should be an overflow. You should have a row maybe of water and food. You should have a row of meds and whatnot. That's why I call it the mixed box. Same thing with various drinks. If you've got, 3 rows of goldenrod tea, ain't nobody, even if you have a full server full of people, are not going to use all that up at the same time. Because you want to think about it in terms of the person, not in terms of you as the overseer or the quartermaster, which that's how I was looking at it from in the beginning. I was looking at it in terms of me as the organizer. How do I want to do it? Well, it's super easy for me if I have separate boxes for everything, right? But it's not easy for my people to come in and go, okay, I get my meds, and then I got my food, and then I got my water, and then I got my drinks, and then I got to go get my tools, and I got my tools, and then I got to go get my ammo, and then I get my ammo, and then I get my whatever, my bow, and then I get some armor, and then I get some parts, and then I get whatever, and then I get the thing, and then I get the other thing, and then they're just going in and out of boxes most of the time. When if they could go up here, food, water, meds, weapons, ammo, they go into 2 boxes instead of 4, 5, 6 boxes, right? This is 6 boxes here, which should be 2 boxes. Again, you want to think of it in terms of your people as opposed to your convenience being more their convenience. That's the way I do mine now. Now, I've done it like this before. Makes it super easy on me. But I would rather have what I've found is if you use a finished system for your people, and a raw system for you, right, as the quartermaster. So you have raw food, raw meds, raw all that stuff, and you have it over here, much like we do, right? At least somewhere, I think. Yeah, this right here. Here we go. Yeah, we got raw food, raw meds in the same place. Oh, look at this, tasting and brewing. Very nice. So you put raw foods and raw meds over here, and it's separate for construction purposes or recipe purposes or building purposes, right? So basically, you put all the stuff together. Now, things that will go together, of course, if you have an overflow like we do on dirt, because we have so much dirt, but all the stuff that works together should be together. Like, example of all the gardening stuff, right? Which is perfect right now, because you have all the gardening seeds to stuff together. You have the gardening hoe together, but you also have the fertilizer, which goes together. Sham sandwiches, moldy bread, animal fat doesn't even belong in here. Moldy bread, sham sandwiches are... those are medical, actually, because they can turn that into antibiotics. The rotting flesh, that's fertilizer and fertilizer only. That should be in the garden box. And then Gwen will take that and turn that into fertilizer. Large bone is actually a construction tool. It's used to make glue. That should be over there in the mechanical stuff. The animal fat, same thing. It does really one thing that we use the most for, which is basically making candles. So that should be over in the construction box. Because when you go to make a drawbridge, you want to run up, grab that thing right here, like mechanical parts, and you want to go mechanical parts, electronic components, springs, boom, boom, boom. Grab whatever you need and put it in its own thing. And that's why bone should be over here, because you're going to be making glue, which of course then you're going to be making duct tape, and then from the duct tape you're then going to be making whatever you're going to be making, right? That's why we keep all that stuff together, because we've had it separate. We've had cloth, leather, oil, mechanical parts, electrical parts, pipes, steel, forged iron. That's why we keep a mixture of that stuff in various places, so that people coming in to build stuff can very easily grab everything at once. And that's the system of the mixed box, is so that you don't have to have that problem. Also, something like this, when you're building this stuff, this should be by wherever you're going to build it, like over the top of right here. So that when you're going to build something, you can grab it, turn down, boom, go to this, or, great example over here, where you have all of this other stuff, you can do that as well. Now, this stuff's pretty great here. Pretty well mixed. But, again, if you have just this much of a box, you're wasting that box. It's just a waste. See? You're using only just like one line of a box, which makes it so more people have to go in and out of that box, right? See? Now, also, if you have so much clothing that you need 5 boxes, you got too much clothing. You got too much stuff. That stuff needs to be combined or sold. How many people are going to come in here and use a 10 black feather leather duster? Nobody. That's going to sit in there for our entire playthrough. So that stuff got to go. As a quartermaster, that's something I learned. I would sit and I would organize this, and I would have 9 boxes of clothing. And then, of course, the armor person would always forget to combine it. So I would combine it back. In Alpha 15, anybody could combine it. In here, you've got to get a certain level. So all of a sudden, we'd have, 2 boxes, 5 boxes, 10 boxes of this stuff. Ain't nobody using that. Ain't nobody gonna use that. So if you get to a certain level like we are right now, we're breaking 400 on all of our stuff. Anything below 400 should be gone. It should be sold or scrapped or gotten rid of. So this clothing box should literally be maybe maximum 2 boxes. 1 box with clothing, 1 box with armor. And then, of course, 1 box probably armor and clothing and helmets, like mining helmets, which people are always looking for. And then you can take the mining helmets and keep combining them to get them to 600. That's what needs to be done. Now, the person who's doing the armor should be combining this. The person who's doing the mini bikes should be combining the mini bikes. The person who's doing weapons should be combining the weapons. So at no time does the quartermaster have to have 15 boxes for weapons, or 15 boxes for armor, or 15 boxes for whatever. Now, if they're not doing that, then the quartermaster has to also take on that particular role. So that's why I've played through, I don't know how many times now, like 50 times, I don't know, a lot of times, and I'm the quartermaster every single time. And that's something that I've learned. I've something that makes it my job as a quartermaster more tedious if I keep saving that stuff. So that stuff should go to the trader. All of it. All of it. Don't even waste your time with it. Don't waste your time with an entire box full of this stuff. Don't waste it. So you want to keep the stuff that's most important. What is the most important thing out of this box right here? What should I save the most? Right? The thing you should save the most in here would be, I'm going to change this, would be jackets and helmets. Right? Jackets and helmets should be the most. Everything else should go bye-bye. Out of here. So your jackets right here, your puffer coats, your leather duster, for people who are starting the server, for people who are looking for an upgrade for their jackets, that's what you should use. Right? All the rest of the stuff should go bye-bye. Now, also you can go in and sort it and say, you know what, I'm going to keep the stuff that's above 400 right here. So anything that's above 400, oh, red shorts. Switch out my red shorts while I'm at it. There we go. Puffer coat, that's a good one. And anything above 400, primo. Oh, some more stuff here above 400. Again, sort it again. Look, see if you got anything 400. Looks good. Now, you put your stuff back in again that you took out, like so. Now, also, we should have some ponchos in here as well. Some ponchos should be in there. So then we've now resorted it. Now we take everything else out, like so. And simply walk it over to the trader box. And take all that out. If you're the quartermaster, please, please, please. Please do not suffer. Do not suffer the same fate as I did many, many times. I've literally spent 9 hours sorting this stuff. 9 hours in a row sorting stuff because I kept too much stuff. And that's something I learn about in just about every single game, is that I keep too much stuff. I keep too much ammo. I keep too much weapons. A great example in Fallout 4. If you have 10,000 bullets, you got 900 or 9,900 too many bullets. You should sell that. That's 9,900 caps you could have had, right? So you want to take all of that. You want to move it into the trader like that. So jacket, helmets, clothing in the body. And then there we go. Same thing up here. You got clothing, head, and neck. What is the most important thing in this box? Well, anything above 400 you can go ahead and keep because we're at that stage, right? Mining helmets, #1. Mining helmets are always #1. Now, the great thing about my character right now is mining helmets are based on science, right? Now, I got 78 points here, so let me go ahead and buy my way to level 9. Now, you want to go ahead and... You don't want to keep 15 of these mining helmets. Forget it. Put it up here, like so. Combine those babies, like so. Don't keep them. Don't keep them. Boom. Right there. Combine it. Try to get it to 400. Because you set a limit. You set a limit. First, you set a limit of 200. Anything below 200, get rid of it. Anything below 300, get rid of it. Anything below 400, get rid of it or combine it. Either way. But I prefer usually just to get rid of it. Because you've got so much time. Now, what else is super important up here? These football helmets. The football helmets are super important, and here's why. We're going to go ahead and grab those football helmets. We're going to go over here, and we're going to look up the mining helmets. And here's something that happens along the way. We have flashlight, electrical parts, duct tape, scrap. Duct tape, plastics. I forgot already. Electrical parts. Always need those electrical parts constantly. We got a lot of them, actually. Pretty good. Pretty good. What else? Flashlights. So, if you're actually thinking of construction stuff, the flashlights should be in this box, along with it, as well. So, I'm going to go ahead and get those flashlights, which I got to now find where they're at. They're probably in gun parts, which is where I used to put them as well, in gun parts. So, I need to look for them in gun parts somewhere. Oh. Oh. See, I can't find it. There it is. Flashlights in its own thing. All right. Now, I'm going to use the junky flashlights, by the way. This is a good time to use the low-level stuff whenever you're constructing something like helmets. So we're going to go ahead and do mining helmets. Now, watch how quickly I'm going to obsolete all of these mining helmets. I just combined all the mining helmets together. It's 274. Watch how I obsolete them all in like 2 seconds here. I'm going to go ahead and make as many as we can make. 4 of them right there. I'm going to let that go because we need more. We're going to do 4 more of them right over here. Because, again, you need to think, okay, I'm in the next stage of the game. I need to go ahead and get it going. And, again, we'll do the same thing. Mining helmets, we'll do how many ever more of those we can do. Just 1. Why can we only do 1? I don't know. There we go. Okay. Now, look at this. I'm making 450s now. 450 mining helmets. So I instantly, by constructing one, I instantly bypassed the one I could do before. I can instantly bypass the one I did before, as you can see. So, boom. We got 3 of them there. Now, watch this. As I go and combine them, and now make them 495. Put another one in. Bam. 540. So I just obsoleted all that stuff in that box that we were saving for no reason. Because you want to save the stuff to build the stuff. Because when you build stuff like tools and all that other stuff, like if you have a whole bunch of tools that is 100, 200, 400, you got too many tools. Get rid of those tools. How do we combine clothing? Same way I just combined this right here. You go ahead and take those helmets like this. I'm going to take this 274 and combine that as well. And boom. Usually, if you combine 3 of them together, you get to your maximum. My maximum right now, 550. Right? So, there we go. We got 2 really nice mining helmets. I'm going to actually wear one of those mining helmets because I got a 50 on me right now. And there we go. Combine those. Again, don't waste your time when you get to this level with the low-level stuff. Right? Even at the beginning of the game. If you're a smart quartermaster, you will start combining, you will start selling, you will start getting rid of everything, and keep your boxes to the minimum amount of boxes that you need. The most minimum amount, the most efficient amount for your people. Not just for you. Don't just make it easy on you. Make it easy on your people so they can come in and out very quickly, grab whatever they need. And again, look how quickly I can combine those and make 500s, and I don't need any of that stuff that's in there. No one's going to be wearing those. Once they get a mining helmet, no one's going to be wearing those football helmets. So, now we're going to go ahead and combine those. Now look how much stuff we got. Barely any, right? Barely any. 3 rows of stuff. And we basically just took out all of this stuff. Now, do you want to keep some of this stuff? Maybe. Maybe you might want to keep, some bandanas, right? Maybe some caps if somebody wants them. But no one's going to use these caps. No one's going to use those caps because they're going to be using their mining helmet instead. Same thing over here. But I'm just going to leave it in there for now because you guys get the idea. You guys get the idea. And there we go. And I'll let him do the rest there. Let him do the rest. Get on that combined train as opposed to having so many different boxes that I have to go. If I can't find it, then as someone who's done quartermastering, then it's not a great system. If I can't just go in the box and grab, boom, boom, as quick as possible and then make what I need, then it's not a great system. It's a very wide open combined, it needs to be much more combined system. But he's done a great job. He's done a great job. This is exactly what I've done in the past, the same thing. But I have learned from my mistakes. I have learned from spending way too much time quartermastering. I mean 6, 8 hours in a row. Just grabbing and putting and grabbing and putting and grabbing and putting for hours and hours and hours doing that when that stuff takes forever. Now also when you're in the boxes here, you also can go in, of course, and combine boxes very quickly. Let me go ahead and get my rest of the stuff out of here. So stone sand is a great thing to throw together. As you can see, I was looking for both very, very quickly. Also other things, candle. Let's go ahead and put the candle back. Candle's more of a building materials, but we can put it off to the side. Same thing over here. Our tech box over here, and then poncho, which I wish someone makes more ponchos. That'd be great. How about I do this? Where's it at? Over here. There we go. Let's see if anybody sees that. See if anybody sees it up there. There we go. Wild Rage with a 300 bits. Taking a little bit out of him from. Dropping those bits in there. Let me catch up on chat here. Let's see. Pokey's like, wow, I'm jumping on immediately. Let me grab some gloves. And bring you all the 400 clothing that I found. I also have some gift for you kids. Oh, awesome. Luvitar is saying hello. Kismet, can you combine different kind of clothing together? No, you cannot. Got to be the same type. How long do the candles last? Infinitely. They last forever. I'm sure that's not going to be forever, though. I'm sure they're going to... That would be something I would see them add. The candles actually burn themselves down. You have to replace the candles. I think that would be a great change. Kids, the problem is too many peeps accessing the same box at the same time. It creates a bottleneck connection. This is true. This is true. That does happen quite often. But how many people are on right now? I use that as an excuse too. But what you do is you create 2 mixed boxes. And there you won't need more than 2 mixed boxes of something, right? In there. But again, you're making it more convenient for the quartermaster and less convenient for them. So, I mean, you can try to convince me, but I can tell you, I already been there, done that, bro. Already been there, done that. It does make it a lot easier on your explorers, a lot easier on your people coming in and out of the base to combine it. But on Horde Night, when everybody's running to go to the finished guns and ammo, it's pretty tough. And that's why you create multiple boxes for things that people access a lot when you get to a point when there's so many people accessing a single box. Great example, finished guns and ammo. It doesn't even need to be here, by the way. At least it doesn't need to be in this single spot. Because on Horde Night, you shouldn't be going to this box. You know the box you should be going to? It should be right up here. It should be right here. This is the box that everybody should be going to, right? Repair parts, and as you can see, people have already done so. Put some food and water in there. Repair parts and food plus water, right? Food plus water and meds, I guess. About food, water, and then comma meds. There we go. Like so. So this is the box they should be going to on Horde Night. And this should be only for Horde Night. You should have some of your resources just allocated just for Horde Night. In fact, even better than having it there, it should be up here on the top. It should be up here on the top, so when people are standing here and they got hit and they're like, oh, I'm out of kits, they can literally turn around, grab another kit, grab more ammo, grab food, grab whatever they need like that, because that's more convenient for them, not more convenient as the quartermaster. And again, I've tried all of those combinations, and I can tell you, combining works great. And I know about that issue because I have the same issue. I have that issue when you're doing stuff. For some reason, when I need to get in the forge, even though there is all this other stuff in here, there is somebody who will come along and want to be in the same forge that I want to be in. That's not something you're going to be able to solve. You just got to patiently wait your turn until somebody else does it. Now, I also ask people, as the quartermaster, to not stand here and eat food out of the box. If you're standing here eating like 10 of these out of the box, then you're standing there too long. If you eat 1 or 2 out of the box, that's fine. But if you're not going to eat it out of the box, pull it out of the box, put it on you, sit over here and eat your food while other people can access the box in and out. And again, I've already done this system many times. I've had 30 drop boxes that I've had to sort. And they fill it up fast, by the way, bro. 30 drop boxes filled, that's a lot of stuff to sort. And also, I've had this entire system where I've had it at ground level. I've had it 2 up, double stacked, sometimes triple stacked, all the way around the entire base. Everything separate. Whole line of just clothing stuff. A whole line of just stuff that is just like mechanical parts and food and wood and clay and stone and da-da-da. And then also, you start having overflow, right? You start having overflow of finished concrete. And I'll have a second concrete box, and a third concrete box, and a fourth, and a fifth, and a sixth, and a seventh. Same thing with wood, stone, and clay. Second box, third box, fourth box, fifth box. If I've got that many boxes, I realize, if I've got that many boxes of concrete, why am I even making concrete? Why am I making 12 boxes of concrete? If I'm not using it, I shouldn't be making that much. You shouldn't make more than 1 or 2 boxes of concrete. Even though I'm going to use a massive amount, you shouldn't make more than 2. The reason why is so that somebody doesn't have to organize it. Somebody doesn't have to organize 12 boxes of concrete. Somebody doesn't have to organize 5 boxes of sand and 5 boxes of stone. This should never get full. If this gets full, then you're not doing it right as the quartermaster. You got to grab that stuff. You got to keep it going. Or as a weaponsmith, or as an armorer, whatever it is. It should never reach that point. And I've got, again, I used to have 5 boxes of wood, 5 boxes of sand, 5 boxes of whatever. I mean, really extreme. And if you want to see it, you can go back and watch my previous stuff. I'm talking to everybody in the stream. You can go back and watch my previous stuff on YouTube. And that's the best convince I can do for you, is that think of your people and what they need first. And how can it make it more convenient for them in the way you set up your system. Now, of course, you can do whatever you want. Your game, whatever it is. I'm going to let Sita do what he wants in this playthrough. But that's what I have learned. And I've learned it the hard way by literally spending hundreds of hours being the quartermaster. So it's not like I just started quartermastering yesterday. Look, somebody already grabbed stuff. See that? Somebody already grabbed stuff up in there. Combining that stuff. So there we go. Let me say hello to my peeps. I'm totally talking too much, not saying hello. Hey, everybody. What's up?
Oh, not a lot.
Just a heads up, I made a couple of really nice mining helmets, if you guys want to grab those. And I also changed it to jackets and helmets over here so you guys can find it nice and easy. Hello, RJ, what's up? Hello to Wild Rage.
Thank you.
Jamie says, I haven't been in Kismet Street in a while. I'm alive. Also, Kismet, I bought a gaming PC. Oh, hey, congrats, man. There's nothing like a brand new PC to make your day, right? There we go. Oh, getting it tomorrow with an i5 3.4 and a GTX 1050. Nice. Nice. 1 terabyte of storage. There you go. That sounds like a pretty good machine to get out there and do some gaming. There, Jamie. Hey, you know, by the way, if you do get some 7 Days to Die you want to play, there's a lot of epic people right now on the community server. Holy moly, how many people are on there right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 people on the community server right now. At least as many as I can see. Some people don't always get in voice chat too. So it could be like 10, 15 people over there right now. There we go. Oh, and I've also got a thing on me here. Of course, see, look, Pokey. There's only 2 people right here, and we want to get into the same box. If I get in that box for a second, Pokey. There we go. Oh, I have a poncho. Put that in there. There we go. There we go. So Pokey's on the job. He's got that going on. So as a quartermaster, too, you need to delegate some of that, or you will do nothing but sort stuff.
Brought a ton of purple clothing. A lot of 600s, too.
Very nice. How about my red shorts? Get some red shorts. Oh, yeah. Red shorts, red shirt. Let's do it. Nice. My shirt is junk. Put that shirt in the stuff for trader. Bingo. Sell that sucker. Sell it. All right, so again, you want to kind of plateau your way up in the game. So get a whole bunch of hundreds and then say, okay, at the very beginning, you want to save everything and try to combine it and do all of that. Then you go 200 and say, okay, anything below 200, I'm combining it or I'm selling it. Anything below 300, combining or selling it. Anything between 400, same thing. Same thing with weapons over here. If you go to finish guns and you got, you know, 4 rows of pistols, you got too many pistols. Like right now, we got a lot of schematics, right? Let's see. Shotgun, that one I know. I'm going to go ahead and read the rocket launcher because we have 4 of those. The AK, I'm going to read that one. Like so. We can go ahead and get the Enforcer. So these should be getting read by everybody. I already know that one. Already know that one. By the way, you guys can start using up these schematics for weapons. And various other things. If you see 2 of something, just go ahead and learn it. Just learn it all. Because we can get a lot more of those suckers. A lot more of those suckers. Now, same thing over here in armor. Right, we got 2 of these. Let's go ahead and read that. Now, our armor smith has already read this. How do I know? Because I already have the armor. And everybody should read everything eventually. Because you're going to have so many extra of these, right? If you've got 5 of them in the box, you got 4 too many, right? You might be saving it for your armor smith, but if your armor smith has not gone over here and already read these, that's on your armor smith, right? And there we go. Scrap boots, read those. These are actual armor here. So the actual armor is mixed in with the schematics. Now, usually you can do a separate box or 2 boxes of schematics, and then people can go in there and learn whatever it is. But I like to put the schematics lately with the actual thing that's being produced. So this way, when the armor smith comes in and says, hey, I'm going to make some armor, goes in there and says, oh, I haven't seen that recipe before, and then gets a recipe at the same time as working on the armor as well. It does help your armor smith a whole bunch. And again, burn up all of those things. Oh, I hear a cop. Hold on. Oh, Anonymous coming in with a tip. Thank you so much for that tip. Appreciate it. Also, thanks to Wild Rage for that resub. Cool Zom for that $1 donation. Thanks, everybody, for that. And, of course, I forgot all my hosts, so I'm going to list them off right now, because that's going to be super efficient. Bam Boy with the host. We also got Companion Amethyst, Aluvitar, Gamers Dude, Feisty Queen Bee. We've got Havoc, Banshee, Texas Vet, Cool Zom, The Wit, Gregory Army, and everybody. 1982, crushing it like a boss. Thank you so much for getting that done. Oh, come here, Jumbo. Hold still. That's the hardest cop in the game right there. Now, I like to come out here every now and again, make sure that there's just not a whole bunch of mobs beating on the base, right? As you can see, run up here and see what this police got. Those police should have better loot. I mean, if you're going to kill a really hard mob like that, it should have something. At least a schematic or something like that. You dead. You dead. So there we go. A little bit about quartermastering today. A bit about the reasons why I've kind of switched over my system from the extensive amount of boxes to the greatly reduced amount of boxes for my peeps. Like right now, I need some food, right? So I'm going to go look for some food. I'm going to be like, okay, I'm going to have a can of ham. But if I sit here in here the whole time, what I really need to do is take that out of there. And I really need to get our farm going, because you can see we don't have a lot of food, finished food. So I always eat the food first, by the way. Eat the food first, because your hydration is going to go down. And let your hydration go down to 0. That's okay. Eat all this random stuff we have sitting here. I don't know how a square box becomes a round can, but such is the magic of this game. Kismet, you're lagging. Am I dropping? Not on my end. Not on my end. By the way, I got 2 industrial strength business lines ran to my house today. So I should not be having any problems. If I start slideshowing, you let me know. You let me know. Because if I am, I'm going to call them up every single day, all day, every time it happens. And that's what I told them. I said, every time I start to go slideshow, I'm calling you guys up. Every day. So again, if I go slideshow, just put slideshow a whole bunch of times in the chat. I should not do it. I have now even a higher connection, and they're going to bring an even larger connection to my area. And I said, I want to be the first one. I want to be the first one with the fastest connection you can give me. And they said, okay. They put me on the top of the list. Because I upload speed is king when it comes to streaming. You got to have a stable upload stream that goes all the time, every time. Now, I want to eventually go up to 1080, where I'm streaming at 1080, and then eventually down the road, not right now because not a lot of people can watch it, but eventually that 4K up would be epic. But right now, everybody's got 720 and 1080, so I don't waste my time uploading or recording 4K because it's just so much data. That would be literally like terabytes every single night. Recording that and then uploading that to YouTube, which would be way, way beyond what can be done right now. At least on my upload speed. Some people's upload speed, if they got 100 up, they could do it, right? They could do it, definitely. All right. So I'm just going to scrap these, by the way. I don't keep those cans anymore. All right. Now, again, look at how much stuff we have kind of stacked up in here, right? All this kind of random stuff. Eat that stuff up. Now, you can use it for various food as well, but it's doing no good in there. Just sitting in there, not being used, right? And again, I scrap those things. You can also scrap them in the forge, which of course gives you more resources. But there we go. So I'm at max food now. Now I got to go to water, and then of course you want to grab a thing of water out, put it down here, so you're not in the box the whole time. So both telling you guys from the quartermaster's point of view, and also from the person's point of view who is utilizing stuff in that box. You want to go ahead and get the stuff out, so you're not causing a bottleneck in that particular box, right? You should be in and out of the boxes as quick as possible. like so. Drop it in there. Throw the glass jars in there as well, so whoever's coming back later can grab those. And there we go. Just like that. Just like that. And at some point, you no longer need those cans. You know when you no longer need those cans? When you're over here and you've got so much glass in here that you can queue up like this. Let's see. Glass jars right here. I can literally queue up 2,000 glass jars. And that's what I want to do. That glass should not stay in that sucker. It should never stay in there. And you also want to have your commonly accessed stuff like wood, fibers, clay always on the bottom row so that you can access it easier. Like so. Now, some people don't like to look up. They put it at ground level. Go for it. The reason why I keep it up there is I have seen the mobs break in when I'm not online and run right through those boxes and destroy them. Now, if they destroy them, all of that hard work of organizing all of that stuff and all of that loot could get lost. And that's why I put them 4 up, because they only damage usually about 3 blocks up. So it's a safety precaution, because the most important thing in your entire game is not your base, is not even you, but is the stuff you're collecting, is your resources. Your resources are remote and set up. That is actually how your game progresses. Not just you level-wise, but how much stuff you have. So let's go in here and let's go ahead and cut this down to about 800 and then literally queue up 5,000 glass jars. Oh, wait. Come on, that wasn't what I want. 2,000 glass jars. That's like 5,000. How did I get 5,000? So you want to have as many glass jars as you can so that the cook can, of course, cook tons and tons of stuff. Now, we spent a lot of time doing that. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, throw 1 in the chat. Hopefully that gives you a boost in your base. Oh, look at all these rebar frames. What a boss. What a boss. Lots of rebar frames. All right, I probably don't need to take that many with me. Let's take about this many. All right, and of course, the second I want to go out and build something, that's the time in which it is completely dark. So let's go out. Uh-oh. Need some forge iron for that. Forge iron. Now, one of the drawbacks of spanning across so far, Troublemaker, making it rain. One of the drawbacks of making it span so far is that if you lose this right here, you're going to lose the rest of this. So that is something for you to decide. Do you want to do it every 13 and have a support and then you won't lose it? Or do you want to span it 26? Right? Now, in my case, I was just showing you that you can do it 26 if you want. Eventually, I will have so many supports under here that it won't matter because the whole thing will be supported by those sub-supports. Oh, hello, cop. Try to interrupt him before he shoots you. Come over here, big boy. Blew up by my stuff. Blew up by my stuff. All right. So let's go ahead and have some fun. Okay, so we're going to start building the Sky Garden. So first thing we need to do is figure out supports for the Sky Garden. Now I'm going to go ahead and start my supports probably inset so that they don't come down here and then hit the support every single time, right? And when they run up on Horde Night, they're going to hit those supports. So you got to think about it. Okay, how far away from the base do you want those supports to be so they're not hitting your supports all the time? So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right there. Then we're going to start a support, say, right there. Right? So we can go ahead and move this support to right here eventually. And then we're going to go ahead and count 5 again from that center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then create a center support like so. So 5 is about the normal span that you can use. Now you can also cut it down to 3 if you want it to look totally industrial strength like we did before. You can cut it down to about 3 distance. Now 3 distance is going to add stability because if you lose one of your pillars or multiple of your pillars, you're still good to go. You're still good to go. So we're going to build another industrial strength. Now again, you don't have to do it at this level. This is going to be very extreme. This is going to be mega building, okay? So you can do it at 5. And 5 is what I would normally do. But in here, we're going to be doing it every 3. All right, so every 3 across the whole entire thing. Because we're going to be putting a lot of weight up here on top of the base, which is going to be basically our farms. And they're going to be, the reason why we call them the Sky Gardens is because, of course, they're up in the sky and not down at ground level. So we're going to go ahead and just kind of use this as the center because it's centering off our current base. And see how that goes. Hey, Gwen, how goes it?
Hey, not bad. How you doing?
Awesome. Starting on the supports for your Sky Garden.
Yay.
All right. And there we go. Kismet, question says, Feisty Queen. Well, I mean, what did I miss? Kismet, you're lagging. Kismet, forgot to put my name on the tip. You forgot to put your name in there, Wild Rage? Oh, okay. Thanks for letting me know. Hold on. Let me make a note. Uh-oh. Hold on. Chainsaw! Come on, girl. What you got? Cop with a chainsaw. Miss me. Oh my gosh, he blew up on me, little sucker. A little sucker blew up on me. 15, look at that. 15 health over there, everybody. 15 health, that was fun. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Sometimes you just do stuff for fun. If you die, you die. Go for it. Come on, dying is part of the adventure. Test yourself. Challenge yourself. Go after those dogs with your club. Get them with the chainsaw. Try to snipe them with your sniper rifle. Try to get them with the bow. Push yourself. Push yourself to be better at what you do. I find it incredibly useful to push myself at what I do. There we go. We'll get ourselves a med kit. And we good. We good. All right, back to what I was doing. That was fun. That's why I love this game. Little moments of fun like that. All right. Another one there. And let's see.
Do we have anyone who can make crossbows yet?
I'm thinking we still put that outside support. Because we're going to build onto this. So we're going to put that outside support.
Could I bother you for one?
Maybe.
If you're nice. All right, that's looking pretty good. Now we're going to go ahead and go this way. And this time I don't really need to double them up because I already know those are going to be my supports now.
Better get on.
And so on. You get the idea.
Oh,
now,
I thought you were already in.
Not yet.
Now, why am I putting these down? Why not just put the supports down? Because basically I want to visualize the size of it first. Can you see the size of it? Can you see the size of our gardens? Can you visualize it in your head? I can. I can see the whole thing built in my mind with rows of this
Fairly sure
going
I'm
back
have to
and
restart
forth
my game
with all the different plants,
continually
with it
forget that
covered
I
with
can't hit my
bulletproof
push to
glass.
talk while I'm in a loading screen.
In my mind right now. In my mind right now. You guys should be able to do it too, if you watch enough of my stream to see it there beforehand. What's up, girl? Come here. Stop it. Who you bringing? Who you bringing?
Sounds fun.
Bye-bye. I don't need no sniper. I don't need no sniper. Time to get up in the club. Again, once you lose the fear of something, it gives you the power. Gives you the power over it. Later. You got the power. You got the power once you lose the fear. Whether it's in real life or anything else. Great example, going off the dive. Going off the dive at the pool. Now, I've watched this in my kids, right? They walk up there, and one of them will, you know, who's very adventurous, will walk to the end and then just jump off like I told him. I tell him not to stop. Do not stop on the diving. Do not have your kids stop. Just say, walk off the end. That's what you do. Once you do it once, you're no longer afraid of it. But when you walk up to the edge and you stop, that fear overtakes you. And some of my other daughters, who are the same, who are twins, by the way, one just went right off. The other one went all the way to the edge, looked down, and then for months, never wanted to get on there again. Because she just was too afraid to do that next step, right? Same thing in life. If you're afraid of stuff, you're afraid to ask people out, if you're afraid to get that job that you really want, if you're afraid of all of those things, Just you've got to get yourself out there. You gotta face that fear, chase it down, and you will realize that that fear was not as scary as you thought it was originally, or maybe it was. Maybe it is as scary. Maybe you're gonna do some public speaking and you're afraid of public speaking. Believe me, everybody who goes up to public speaking, 99% of them still have butterflies in their stomach, still are afraid. Someone who's an accomplished speaker like me, who's done many crowds from 5 people to 5,000 people. I have talked in front of many people, and every time still get it. Still get it because you have that little thing in the back of your mind that says, uh-oh, I hope I don't screw this up. And if you do screw it up, well, level up. Just think of it as a level up. You dead. Got nothing. Who else wants some? This guy. Bam! Sorry, your shift's over, bro. Shift's over. Sometimes I just feel like full-on sniping peeps. Just because it's fun. All right, now, again, in your mind, visualize this, right? Visualize all the supports going all the way up to the top. Then visualize having 8x8 blocks all the way around with walkways, just to make it look cool. With walkways all the way around, right? That's what you need to see there. Need to see. Now, what size supports are we going to do? Well, it doesn't really matter. We could use these little baby supports if we want, right? We could use those, but that's not going to look cool. Now we're doing aesthetics versus necessity. Because this right here is still 6,000. That's still 6,000. It doesn't make any difference whether you use a big one, a medium-sized one, or this one when you're using supports, right? But the 100 rounds look epic. So we're going to do those. And also, with the 100 rounds rebar, you can basically fill them in and they'll go straight to 6,000. So you don't have to upgrade them multiple times. Hey, Wee Bracelet, what's up? Horde night, or is it very early morning Horde night? Very early Horde night. It's not quite Horde night yet. Oh! See that, how it does that sometimes? One of the things about this ramp, when you only have it one ride, is it'll glitch out a little bit. It'll glitch out when you hit the top, when I'm trying to jump. A little lag action right there at the top, and then it makes me fall, which is not good. I'm glad I didn't break my leg on that one. Glad I didn't break my leg. Break your leg. Break your leg. Kellamall says, evening, Kismet chat mods. Good evening. Hi, Kismet. I came back to ask you to play MC on PC with Xbox Remote. On PC with Xbox Remote. Maybe. I might. Yeah, not right this second, but I might eventually. My kids really want to play, so I will get it set up eventually. Right now, there's only one focus and one focus only. My stream and getting that partnership. That is my focus. It is my 7 days a week thing that I do every single day, all day. It is the only thing I focus on because of that passion. You gotta push yourself when you're in that moment. Right now, it's the Kismet Army's moment. Right now, it's all of our moment. From all the time and effort and several years of hard work to try to get that partnership. And I think I'm pretty close. I think I'm pretty close. We will see. We'll see what they say. What they say I need to do, or they might say, Kismet, this is your time, bro. I'm hoping. I'm hoping they say that. I'm hoping they say that, because that would be amazing. Because you think we had a crazy night last night. You wait till we get that partnership, bro. You wait. It's going to be crazy up in here. And then, of course, then the journey just begins. Then I'm a professional, officially endorsed professional gamer. And then you wait till see what I do next, because I go all in. I go all in. I take it to a whole nother level. You'll see. What's up out here, people? Where'd she go? Come on in here, get your face chopped up. There you go. There she is. Come on. In there you go. No head. I never gets old. Every time it's awesome. Every time it's awesome that it auto defends the base. Love it.
What do we really need back at base? Because I just found a new town.
What was that, Ro?
What do we really need back at base? I just found a new town.
Always electrical parts. The electrical parts, I'd say, is number one. That's always the thing we're using the most of because of the base. Random food. If you find anything that Gwen doesn't already have, that's a good one. Let's see, what else? Can't really think of anything other than that right now. Just a lot of electrical parts, mechanical parts. Just, you know, wrench the heck out of everything that has anything mechanical. All right, okay.
How are you doing for cement?
Doing pretty good. I just queued up like literally like 6,000 per forge. So that's a whole lot. As always, we need more stone, but I just queued up a whole lot. I actually queued 6,000 in each forge. 6 times 6, 36. So 36,000 concrete, as well as I'm melting down 36,000 concrete worth of stone right now. So we are doing incredibly great. But if we get some more stone, then we can use it, of course, to convert all of that to concrete. And I think we'd be pretty styling on concrete, though we are being super ambitious on our concrete right now. Oh, wait, I forgot to...
Did you get the stone from the Dropbox A?
Oh, I got it out of the stone box. I don't know if it was in there. I don't think I saw it in there. I think he had already organized it. All right, I forgot to do something.
Some off.
Now, as you saw, I went up this way last time, but I don't really need to go that way. I've got an awesome little entrance here, as you can see, which to go ahead and it'll drop the drawbridge automatically behind me because I hit the E as I go by. And then we'll go in here and we'll get it done. Yeah, I prefer the keyboard and mouse when it comes to playing. Well, that's my bike in the way. Kismet, oh, you so bad. You so bad, Kismet. Get your bike out of the way. There we go.
Okay, if you come across potatoes, any potatoes, my potatoes keep disappearing and I don't get the chance to make seeds.
Okay,
Oh,
I'll
no.
keep an eye out for 'em.
Oh, yeah, I saw a whole field of them. Where was that at? I think that was the one the other way, the to the west. Saw a field of them somewhere over there. All right. Okay, so we're coming back. We're going to make some different rebar frames than the ones we have, though we're going to use a lot of these.
Is there a snow biome nearby?
Yes, there is. Let me go ahead and tag it for you. In fact, not only is there a snow biome, but there is a snow city. Now go ahead and share that with everybody. There you go. It is massive and it's fairly close by. So
I'm finding if I dig in a snow biome, I get plenty of nitrate.
there you go. Yeah, get nitrate. If we need shale, that's desert. Also, a lot of raw iron in forest. A lot of sweet stuff. All right. Okay, so let's go look at rebar frames. Now, again, here's some rebar pillars. Now, if I do the wet concrete ones, right? If I do the wet concrete ones like this, if I go in and I do the wet concrete hundreds, right here, it's going to put them down. It's going to do 3,000 when they dry, and then I got to update them again, and then they're going to go to 6,000
You don't
after
have a
that,
bike?
which takes forever. Now, I think every block here that you see as wet concrete should have a rebar frame. Rebar frames. The frames is the genius of this game. The absolute and utter genius of the game. And I'm really bummed they took cobblestone
I might be able to
out.
make you one. I'm not sure.
And I'm really bummed that we only have
I gotta-
4 rebar frames.
I gotta see what's there.
4 rebar frames, this should not be. Everything that you have as wet concrete should be in frames, I think. So this way you could go ahead and put it down. By the way, it visually would make it easier to put stuff down so you would know in which direction, because you could see the angles of things better because you have a kind of a scaffolding or an area of it so you could see it better. Especially 50 pillars. I think 50 pillars should definitely be on that list of what we need, right? So we're going to go ahead and go in here and we're going to make a ton of hundreds. I mean, literally thousands. Thousands of hundreds, because we're going to be using hundreds around the entire thing. And then same thing over here. Hundreds of them. Thousands of them. We'll let that run for a bit. All right. Like so. Hello to you. Come to me, my little zombie friends. You. Oh, cop! You little sneaky. Now, as the day progresses, as you get more forges and as you level up, these mobs are going to get harder and harder. Dead cop. They're also going to get a little smarter, and they're going to start hitting your stuff instead of walking into your stuff. So you're going to have to watch that. You're going to have to watch the amount of mobs showing up out here. Again, the more forges we have running, the more bad guys going to be running up here. Now, the cool thing about the blade traps is you're not wasting your ammo all the time. I use it very sparingly on mobs that I like. The priority for guns would be like animals, birds, dogs, wolves, dyers. I would definitely use ammo on those right away, without a second thought. Other things, cops, ferals, and whether it's like a normal mob who's a feral, or whether it's a cop or like an actual feral, right? Which is funny because it's like a feral zombie, but it's really called a right in the game. But I call them ferals because those are the ones who are always feral, right? They're always running. They never stop running. So yeah, those would be ones I prioritize. Now all the other ones I would use a bow or I would use your club. If you don't have a lot of resources, don't have a lot of ammo. I would save all that ammo for Horde Night because they're going to start to overwhelm your base, and that's when you go full auto, everybody, and then everybody's going to start using their ammo to stop that tide of taking over your particular base. So there we go. There we go. Crazy Aussie saying hello again. Kismet, what's the latest project you're working on? Right now, working on the Sky Garden. There we go. Thank you, Wee Bracelet. Appreciate that, bro. Doing great on stream. Going to get that partnership, I hope. I hope very soon. I'm going to go ahead and put that in my nice things that people say right over here. Bam. Now, again, if you have any question or comment for me, my name is Kismet. You can put Kismet in the chat. You can say, you can highlight it. It'll highlight in red. Even attach itself to the top of my chat. My name's right there. Super easy. Super easy. So we're waiting for those frames. And went shot some peeps. Seem to be taking a lot of damage today. A lot of damage. All right. And right here, forges. All right, we got about 90 now. That goes pretty fast, by the way. That goes pretty fast making those. And while I'm putting them down, the other ones will be made. Now, again, I like the 100 rounds because they look industrial strength. So I'm going to go ahead and always start with my center pillar. Always start with your center pillar, and then you can kind of key off of that pillar, meaning that you can use it as your center area. Now, is it truly in the center? Not really. Not really. It's in the center of our kill box, but not truly in the center of the entire pad, right? I mean, it's kind of center, right? You might be, because you can see that it's not center. How can you tell? Well, I went 3 each ways that way, and it hit the edge of the pad. But then I went 3 this way, and I've got an extra couple over here, right? So you can see it's not really true center. Because you're using 3s, right? Threes are going to add up funny. But I could offset it by 1, and then it would be true center, right? But I've already got a scaffolding going there and all of that. It's really up to you, right? So the edge of the base is here. So you can say, okay, if I offset that by 1, it's good. And that's why I do all the frames first. I do all the frames to figure that stuff out. Am I true center? Am I lined up with the base? Right? Like this one right here, actually does not have an extra block. The other side has an extra block, right, beyond the base. So this one right here is hitting the edge. So if you think about it, that's the edge of the base. And then you come over here and don't count that last block. Don't count this one. This is the edge of the base. So if I move it over by 1, then it'd be true center. True center across the whole thing. And that's what I'm going to do. Because that's going to drive some of you crazy. And even though I built this whole ramp system and all that stuff up there, it's okay. I can always tear that down, redo it. I can redo it after I put the sports in and whatnot. Again, that's why you do that, is so that you'll have that in place. Now, I'm actually going to run those all the way up eventually, but I'm going to go ahead and start replacing those with this. Make sure I didn't offset that. I just did. My bad. My bad. Again. 2, 3. Take that down. 2, 3. Those down. Set, etc. Bam. All right, now it should be true center. Let's make sure that we're doing 3, 3, and 3. There's the true center of our actual base. Like so. Now, when I originally made the kill box, the reason why it's not true center is because there's that one play, right? So I had to choose. I had to choose one way or the other way. So I chose a little bit closer to the trader because the math doesn't work out perfectly split. There we go. I have the HUD in my Fallout 4 game. Awesome, Raz. Go be awesome. Go be amazing. There you go. There you go. Now, if you have any questions or comment for me, of course, my name is Kismet. As you can see, we are doing some mega building tonight. One of my favorite things to do. Now, in everything that I typically build in, like Fallout 4 and here in 7 Days to Die, this is my favorite part. Getting to this part of the game where I can go ahead and start really doing some massive structures, really trying to test what I can do, right? And that's what I'm doing right now. And I'm going to go ahead and, again, remove all of this excess stuff. You'll see me often go to the club just so that the blocks are not showing up. Again, this is incorrect now. So we're going to pull all these out. It also gives me a sense of scale. Gives me a sense of is it centered. And that's why, again, I think the rebar frames are the true genius of 7 Days to Die. Because it gives you that ability to put stuff down. Look at it. Decide if that's right. Figure out the centers of stuff. Figure out how you're going to support that particular thing. Now, again, you do not need this many supports. You do not need it this many. But it's going to look industrial strength. It's going to look seriously huge. Seriously huge, much like our arboretum that we did last time. And you're going to see I'm going to put these all across here. Now, all you got to do is figure out one, of course, and then you can just utilize what you've already got all the way down the row. Same thing like this, right? You want to make it easier on yourself? Just do them one every 3. And I like to turn a little sideways so I can count. 1, 2, 3, and then another one. Now, you can go in and repair all of this stuff, too, if you want. Now, putting this close to the base is a risk. That the zombies are going to come in and hit your supports all the time. So we'll see how that works out. We'll see how that works out in the long run, especially with this many supports. Again, you don't have to do this many. And there we go. We've got that gap there. All right, so 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, and I'll check it on the way back. Check it on the way there. Check it on the way back. Always double check your measurements both in-game and in real life. Because that's the moment in which you go, dope, messed that up. And again, go this way, you can go the other way, whichever way makes it easier for you. I find slightly at an angle helps me. If you go slightly at an angle, as opposed to lining up with the row, you go slightly at an angle, I can visualize that 3 offset. And again, you can do the same thing. Now that you've got kind of a side and you've got the front, you can then go ahead and just right in on it. You can even go at an angle if you want to, right? Because you can see now, see how I'm at an angle and I can see both sides as they come together. So I can see that that one actually goes right there, right? So, you know, whatever. Whatever helps you do it right. And then after I'm done, I will go along and see if any of them feel like they're out of their row, that I made a mistake. And that's possible. It's definitely going to happen at some point. And the same thing over here. Now, since I've already done the other side, there's no use in doing this side. I should just work from that side back and forth, because that would make it a lot easier. And I don't have to redo the same work. Basically, I don't have to recount everything. Right? Once I've already counted everything once or twice, depending on, you know, the direction, you're fine. You're fine. Aquatic Pimp, thank you so much for that host. Also, Matty Ice a bit ago, and Wild Rage with 100 bits with some love there. Again, you're gonna, while you're building stuff, you got your forges on, you're gonna get tons of peeps in your face all the time. Tons of peeps. Now, she screamed right where I'm at, so everybody's gonna come toward me. Now, people who are running, like this guy, people who are running, like Fred here, Uncle Fred, assassinate them. People who are not running, get up in the club. And you try to lead the other people around so that you can swerve back around again. Like this guy, see a big guy? You swerve back around again so you can hit him in the head. And you're going to hit him 3 times damage in the head. Now this guy's pretty tough, so you're going to take a few hits to knock down. Once you knock them down, they're yours. That dude's mine now. Dude's mine. Then I'm going to just keep on keeping on. Keeping on going. Turn my Discord back up again. All right, everybody. I'm out here building some mega supports for this. Just to let you know.
Yes.
Yes.
It's Horde. Just as a reminder.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure if you noticed.
Telling the stream all this time. All right, so I screwed up there. Look at that.
I didn't even hear you.
Yeah, when I first logged on, I thought it was 90, and I was like, wait a minute, that 90 doesn't sound right. So I went and looked, and I was like, oh, okay, 91. Okay, good. I don't build on any days other than Horde Night. There we go. So again, this is going to be an absolute massive Skyguard. Now,
Okay,
see how
so
I offset it wrong?
Actually, we need a shopping basket.
I'll see what I can find.
There we go. Now again, if
So there's your bike. It just doesn't have a shopping basket yet.
Thank you.
There is a lock for you in this
where's Pokey?
I've already
Right
nabbed
there.
the lock.
workshop over here. What?
I've already nabbed the lock.
What?
I picked up a lock from the box.
Oh. Alrighty.
By the way, Pokey, if you want to help do some building out here, I won't turn you away, bro. Won't turn Pokey away. Oh, epic shot. Later. Later. So again, let's get all these supports in. We're going to do some more industrial strength supports, Pokey, much like we did for the Arboretum, aka the giant tree farm we did last time. I'm doing a 3 offset on all this stuff. I'm going to take all of these 100 rounds all the way up to where you see the kind of walkway up there. And the entire Sky Garden this time is going to be above. And we're going to make it all the way across a solid cement flat foundation, of course, all the way up where the things are. And then what we're going to do is we're going to split it up into 8x8x8x8s. So Gwen will have the largest garden she's ever had.
Wow.
Yeah. This is going to be massive. This is going to be massive.
That sounds massive.
Oh, yeah. We don't call it mega building for nothing. We don't call it mega building for nothing, peeps. Now, this is going to go nice and easy here. I'm making a massive amount of 100 rounds, by the way, Pokey, in the forges. If you want to grab some of those. And literally just run these all the way up to the side of the walkway. Gwen's excited. There we go. Excited for the massive. Because right now, normally you should have your garden set up by now. This is taking way too... Oh, I offset it wrong again. Offset it wrong again. See, I always come back and look. Right? You're going to see the ones that don't seem like they're in the right spot when you come back. And you're going to make a mistake, or it's just going to jump, or whatever it is. But I always double check everything that I do. So if I make a mistake, I can come back and catch my mistake as best I can before I fill them in. And again, that's what makes these frames so genius, is that if you put it down, you don't have to then knock it back down again, which sucks, right? That's why I don't like the wet cement. The wet cement makes it more difficult for me to build what I'm trying to build, right? And I think all of it should be rebar frames until I can tell it, okay, boom, this is what I want it to be. And I'm sure eventually they'll add all that back in again. But I'm not a big fan of just putting it down as a block, right? Other games have that. And you know what? Other people hate that in those games. And this game has frames. I think frames is a genius idea. Absolute genius. It's their genius moment. Their genius moment. They say, well, you know what? It would be nice if you could put it down and pick it right back up again, right? And I think they should do that basically with forges and stuff. Not that you have to have a land claim block. I can understand if you're doing multiplayer.
Okay on arrows?
Oh, that's not right. That one's not right there. See, I put that one down and I realized that one was not right.
No.
All right. Let's look at our rows. Looking good. 3 there. Looking good. Looking good. This is a great way to double check, by the way.
I see.
Just look straight down the row.
Wait, never mind. It's in a
Straight
different
down the
box.
row.
Yeah, we have a ton of feathers. We just don't have them made up.
Looking good. Now, other way.
Okay, I went ahead and bought.
Even though that way should have been
steel
enough,
arrows,
and then I'm just going to go real fast
so that should help.
because I can see it very fast. There you go. Perfect. Perfect. Looking good. Hey, Bringles, what's up? How many people are on your team? Like, how many people helped you build the automated kill box? This round, I think we only had about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. We only had 8 this round. Last time we had about 12 or 15. I'm playing so much 7 Days to Die, it does burn people out if you play way too much, like me. But I never get tired of playing because there's always something else to do in the game, which is pretty incredible that you have a game that's like that, right? That you just always have something else to do. So I'm going to go ahead and bring this all the way up as my center pillar. Right there as a kind of an example of the height level. Now you're like, Kismet, how are you going to get down? Well, I just happen to have a ramp right here.
Is he using all the forges?
Well, yeah, the 2 that have the crucibles in them. And he's got rebar frames going, and I don't want to stop it without asking him.
I can hear you, by the way. What do you need?
Can I stop one of these forges to make some arrowheads? One of the rebar frames?
Why don't you use the weapon forge? Does it not have any steel in it?
No, it doesn't have a crucible. And I can't make a crucible.
Oh, let me come make a crucible.
And actually, neither one of them have iron in it.
All right, well, let me make a crucible and
and
put the iron in there, and you can go ahead and stop those rebars for now, and we'll get that fixed. All right. So let's get the raw iron going. We got to make a crucible. Now, crucibles are new, by the way. If you're like, well, crucible, I don't have that in my game. If you're on console, you don't have crucibles. You still have the calipers. The calipers, of course, you have to find. Where the crucibles you can actually make. Now, of course, you're using the Val mod in the old Alpha 15. You can also craft calipers in the Val mod, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. But I think they should let you craft everything at some point. Or, you know, leave some things in the trader like solar and that kind of stuff, I guess, to make it more difficult. But we need small stone, clay, and mechanical parts.
Yeah, I don't think you need to stop that. I've got a lot of iron already smelted. I just need a crucible or 2.
Now, you can go ahead and stop it for a second. I mean, I'm making a ton of it. So just stop it for a second, make whatever you need to make in that one, and then I'll just go ahead and melt some down for you.
Okay, thanks.
All right, let's see. We need mechanical parts as well. Mechanical parts back here. All right, mechanical parts, and we're going to let's make a couple crucibles right here. What else we need? Lump of clay. Clay over here by itself. Bam, bam. Boom. All right, we'll make it.
A basket, so I'll head on back.
Yay. Basket is good to know, yeah.
All right, making 2 crucibles in the workbench right next to the weapons forges. All right.
Thank you.
And we're going to go ahead and get that going. Now, when you're smelting, both of these should always be full. When I see those not
Sorry
full,
about the lack of food.
we're failing. We're failing at what we're doing.
They should
always be going. Look, there we go. That's proper right there. They should always be going, and especially when you're refilling it, if you have a lot of it, you should put all of it in there and let it run. So they have both iron and clay.
Worries.
Now, also, if you don't have any brass or lead in your lead and brass forges, that should get in there too. So where the heck is that? Let's see. Where has he put forged items? Now, for me, the lead and brass should be right above this forge, because that's where you're going to grab it. You're going to put it in the forge. But we'll try to find it here. Concrete. Raw iron, lead, brass, way over here. Way over here. It shouldn't be over here because no one's going to throw it in the forges. So we're going to take a whole bunch of that. Now this stuff right here is iron. That's a waste of time. Glass, go ahead and scrap that. That's a waste of time. But lead and brass are fairly important. So the lead is going to be the top one. So we're going to go ahead and put, we're going to take this out right now. We're going to go ahead and put some lead in the top one. All right, then we'll put the lead in the output. Why do we put it in the output? This way, maybe somebody who's next will take that and drag it in there. Because you're not going to make so much stuff that you don't have the time to drag it in there. And that's, look how fast lead goes. Lead goes very, very fast. So then you can drag those in there every time you go in to that particular forge. The same thing down here on the brass forge, right? So pull this down here, melt down your brass stuff, which is going to go very, very fast as well. And then keep it in the output. This way, it encourages you every time you come in and out of the forge and say, oh, okay, there's some stuff in there. Let me grab a few in there, right? Especially if it's empty, right? So I like to do that and have that going. So it's going to melt a whole bunch of this down. Going to have to watch it because it's going to get to a point where there's nothing in there. See? Like that. And then put it in there and then lead fish weight. And then when that's done, then you put your full amounts of stuff in there like raw iron. Like so. All right, let's get the crucibles. How are they looking? It's going to be about 30 minutes on those crucibles, so we're going to let those run. We're going to go ahead and put some mechanical parts back. We're going to put all these other resources back. We don't need a bunch of those on us right now. Sort that so it makes it easier for me to put it back. Right there. Clay. Right there. Stone. Right there. All right. And random stuff like that, I will actually put back in the drop box to deal with later. Like that. To deal with later. So we got 36 on me right now. Let's go ahead and see how many more we got. 126 over there. 131 there. Looking good. Looking good. All right. So we got number 1 done. Oh, look, there he goes. He's doing his thing. Doing his thing. So, oh, I forgot to get what I needed here. All right. So what I'm going to do also is just to make this easier as I'm coming in and out of here, I'm going to go ahead and make myself a little step area right here. So I can go up like so. Little step area there. So I can go up there and grab some concrete. That's kind of our next stage. Have a bunch of this concrete. Actually, speaking of concrete, how's our concrete looking? Oh, whoa. Where'd the stone go? Really? It melted down already? Holy moly. Couldn't have possibly. Somebody grabbed the stone out of there.
You probably need some crossbow bolts, don't you?
Somebody grabbed this. Grab the stone, or I forgot to put the stone in. One or the other. Probably the latter one. Probably I forgot to put it in.
There should be some.
Alright, I'll make some stuff.
So there we go. So as you're melting it down, you should also put it in there. Now 6,000 is perfect because it fills exactly the whole entire thing. Now how are we looking over here? These are all done. All right, these are all done. Do we have stone up here? We do. We got a bunch of stone. Well, might as well queue some more up, right? Don't save all that stuff. You might need it for something, like you might need to leave a stack, right? Leave 1 stack of stone. But don't save it. It should be basically running all the time. All of your stuff should be running. So we got some finished concrete up here. Let's go ahead and get all the, got some raw cement or just cement in here, and we got a whole lot of it. Like so. Again, there we go. Now we're going to go through and we're going to see how much total we can make. 13,000. That's a lot. That's a lot. So maybe we want to make 2,000 per thing, right? So 13 divided by 6, which is about 2,000 roughly. The last one, I'll just put it at maximum. So how do I make this 2,000? Because I can only go to 999, right? I can only go to 999. How do I make it 2,000? Easy. Easy mode. What you do is you take the raw cement and you go ahead and get rid of it. Put it back in the box. And just have 2,000 on you. Then you go to the thing. You go ahead and click this, or you can shift left click over here. It'll go to maximum and mix. Right, then same thing. Go up here. Grab 2,000. Go to the next one. Which one did I do? The top one? Oh, bottom one. Yes. Okay. And then same thing over here. You can do this very quickly. Queue all this up. Very, very quickly. As you can see. Now, I use the cement because that's usually the best thing to kind of gauge by. Oh, wrong button. Wrong button. There we go. Now, because this stuff's just going to run and run and run, I don't necessarily need to split it up between all of it because we have plenty. So I could just literally queue up 13,000 in one. if I want to. Actually, let's do 3,000 this last one. If I want to, but I don't really need to, I can just go ahead and queue it up. Now, the ultimate would be to... There we go. The ultimate would be to queue up 6,000 in each of those, right? So you queue up 6,000 each of them, then they're going to go until they're full, and then, of course, they'll be done as soon as possible. So that would be the kind of the ultimate thing to do in each of those. But I don't have enough raw cement. So I'm going to go ahead and put stone and sand back in here. Now, this is why also I put raw cement with the stone and sand. Because when I'm making cement, I'm grabbing stone, I'm grabbing sand, and I'm grabbing raw cement. It saves me from going in that extra box or extra 2 boxes that I have to constantly do, right? So, again, if your box is full, then you should be breaking it down as quick as possible. Now, another thing I see here is that I'm getting low on sand. Let me grab a little bit of that.
Box that I was looking in. So yeah, we actually have quite a few arrows.
And I'll make some sand after that too. So I'll let that stone convert into sand. And there we go. We're good to go. Now back to building. Back to building. Hi there, Michael. What's up? Kids wish console had traders. I know, Bamboy. If I had a magic wand, if I could magically create you and have it, boom, there you go. Hi, Occultist. What's up? Thanks for hanging out. What's up with the chat? Said I was disconnected from chat for like 5 minutes. Oh, weird. Yeah, if your internet goes woo like that, sometimes your chat does do that. Your chat does get all funky up into business here. Okay, and I gotta take my little walkway down. Make sure to take your little walkways down, otherwise they'll try to jump their way up there. All right, center pillar right here. Let's go ahead and fill that baby in. Just to try to get a feel. Can't reach it. Can't reach it. Now you're like, Kismet, bro. You're going to have to go in and out of your base a lot to get up to the top there. Not at all. Not at all. Use your brain. Use that thing that you store a couple feet above your butt. Put a ladder down for yourself. Now, of course, you don't want to have a ladder at the bottom area or they're going to climb up there. But you want to offset it by 1 and literally just build yourself a ladder. So you're not going up and down all the time and have to run around the whole entire base. There we go. Looking good. And let's go ahead and get the center pillar going first. Like this. And then you can get up here like so. And bam, you're now up here. Right? Looking good. Now I need to look at this and say, oh, did I mess up? Which I did. Because when I'm looking at this, I'm like, wait a minute. If I'm going to have a flat area here and I'm going to have this through the middle of it, this one right here should not be round. Unless I want them all to be round, which I could do. But this one here actually needs to be square. So I'm going to take that out. Because what I'm going to do is actually set the foundation right there. Right? So all of these ones at the top need to be square. Pokey, you just realized that the top one needs to be square. Because we're going to, of course, square out the whole top part. So there we go. So as I discover that, I'll also communicate that to my peeps. And he says, sounds great. So I'm going to go ahead and square that one out. And then this one out over here. And I do one little section first. Do one little section of concrete first. Please, please, please. Please do one little section first. And then from there, check all the rest of it. All right? So I'm going to go down to the bottom here. And I'm going to fill in these other 2 pillars. If I can get my butt to hang off the side there. There we go. And... why did I use round pillars versus square pillars? I don't know. Looks cooler. You can use square pillars too, but the thing about square pillars is they have a tendency to run right into square pillars, and they love to break them. So watch out when you're using square stuff, right? Oh, yeah. That's a mega building right there, bro. That's a mega building. Let's do it. Now, I'm probably going to die a whole lot from falling down doing this mega build, so buckle in for that. Now that's a bit too far over there, but that's okay, because now it's time to put in our cross hatches here, our cross supports. Fill those in, and there we go. We got the beginnings of a floor going there. I'm going to fill that one and this one in. We're going to take that one out, and since it's 3x3, I'm close enough to take out various parts of it. And then reattach it again. And again, the 3x3 is really industrial strength. It's if you want to absolutely make sure if you lose a pillar or two, you will not have your base, the whole entire thing, fall down. Now, will it fall down anyway? Maybe. Maybe, just because the game is, of course, alpha, and you might have some sort of structural problem in alpha, maybe something underneath there at bedrock or whatever it is. Somebody might be digging under your base, which could cause the whole thing to fall down. So if it does fall down, don't be shocked by it. Don't be shocked by it, because it's definitely going to happen at some point in here. You thought, bro. You thought. Don't think so. Don't think so, crawler. Now, of course, we're going to have to put in protection against crawlers as well, as you can see. But we're going to go ahead and block off the top here. Just keep walking our way across. Again, when you have multiple people working together and you have like a common vision, it goes so much faster. So much faster up in here. There we go. Making sure I have my Discord off. All right, everybody, back to the base. Horde Night coming up. All right. Let's get to Horde Night. I want to sit and just finish that. But it's Horde Night, everybody. Time to buckle in. It's going to get crazy up in here. All right, so repair. I need a repair kit. Out of here. Got me a couple. Repair my weapon. And we're going to get prepped and ready. I'm going to need stuff to repair the base. Get some forged steel, some components. There we go. I'm going to use that for repairing the base. I'm going to go ahead and move my nail gun up here. I don't really need the auger right now.
Stuck in my mind.
Like so. And let's go and quickly repair any of these that need to be repaired. Oh, I don't have any mechanical parts. That's not good. Mechanical parts. There we go.
Turn off forges and fires?
Yes, please.
Trader Joel's is now closed.
All right, so prep your base. Now, in my case, mine's an automated base, so it's going to kick in when it needs to. We haven't even got to the fancy power yet. We'll get that going. I'm going to do some really cool stuff for the Sky Garden as well. All right, here they come. Get up here. Coming in northeast side. Got cops already. Got me, sucker. All right. Now my job, focus on the cops. Keep the base together. Four cops coming in southeast. Don't stand by the generator, please. Ooh, mama. You know it's going to be a crazy horde night when 4 cops show up right at the very beginning. Oh yeah, going to be crazy up in there. Another cop coming in. A bunch of dead cops down there right now. Ah, get me, get me. All right. Med pack. Get in there with your big butt. Get in there with your big butt. Okay. Med pack. None in here. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Not meds. Meds. Starting to lag. Starting to lag. Get that going on. All right, let's check. Let's check our blade traps. How we looking? Looking good. Good on this side. Holy moly, tons of mobs. All right, these mobs are getting owned. There's a feral cop coming in. Can't even shoot him with so many dead bodies. Wow, look at how many cops. That cop's down. That cop's down. Whoa, look at that. Blasted all the bodies out, which is good. More for us to loot later. Dang it. A little touch of laggy. Laggy, laggy. Oh, that's because there's so many cops in there. This is going to be epic. I can feel it already. The Horde Night, day 91, everybody. Craziness going on up in there. We got cops coming in. We got ferals. We got an insane amount of peeps coming in here. All right, repair, repair, repair. Especially that one right there, which is taking a lot of damage. Over here. Again, my job, keep the base running. Keep the base defending our peeps while they're on snipe duty. Try to get them to blow up out there. Dead, dead. Where you going, Jumbo? Dead, dead. All right. Base is looking good. I'm keeping it nice and repaired. Keep at it, everybody. This is epic. This is epic.
East generator bank coming in from the top.
Still running. Forge iron. Forge iron. Right here. Forge iron. Don't want to lose my generators. If I lose my generators, I'm in trouble. Now, normally you want to have them insulated. You don't want them up here where people are standing next to them and getting shot. Kill some more cops. Ah! Darn it, switch my weapon. There we go. Dang! Craziness going on up in here. Look at this! Now look at this. Irradiated ferals are no match for the automated kill box. Now the second those irradiated ferals hit your blade traps, that's when stuff... Whoa! Crawler. Crawlers, crawlers. Gotta get those crawlers. Focus the crawlers.
Med kits in the box.
Dang those suckers. Oh, wow. Dead. Dead. Holy moly! Look at this! There's like 5 radiated ferals. Whoa! Oh, slideshow time. That was 5 irradiated ferals that just got into our blade traps. Holy moly. Alright, over here. Dead, dead. All right. Crawler. I don't know what you're doing out there, Crawler, but I don't like it. Hit. Wow. That is an insane amount of mobs. Look at this. Slide showing. Alright. Slide showing. I'm no good. I'm no good as a shot when I'm slide showing. Reload. But I am good as a repair person. Repairing that. I can still repair. You go slideshow. Get your repair going on. There we go. Blade trap still rock solid. Holy moly, we caught up to the spawn. This is epic, everybody. This is epic. Look at them all coming in. Slideshow. Everybody loves a slideshow. Look at the pile of bodies. Look at the massive pile of bodies down here. Holy moly, that's a lot of them. That is a crazy ton of them. Yeah, it's a waste of ammo shooting like that. More ferals coming in. Holy moly. Piling up. Giant piles of dead mobs. Gotta go down there and get those crawlers. Gotta get the crawlers. Got that one. Okay, this is a crazy horde night. Jeez, they're still coming. Now, our horde night goes till about 2 a.m. As you might have noticed, that is to help the peeps who are still learning. Also, it makes nighttime a lot less crazy. Holy jeez. Still coming. Still coming through. Now, lag should reduce when the blade traps kind of reduce. Wow, that's some serious lag right there. Whew. Holy moly, that was epic. You guys like that?
That was fun.
I couldn't do anything for most of it.
Yeah, about halfway in there, I started having trouble. Look at this giant pile of irradiated bodies out here. Look at them all. Look at this deal. Just a massive pile of bodies everywhere. Holy moly. Now let's get the irradiated ones first. See what they got. Nothing. Nothing. I hate it when irradiated ferals have nothing. Now, some of your peeps are going to go away. If you don't have people out here looting these, some of your loot's going to disappear. So watch out for that. Because they'll start stacking on top of each other and then they'll disappear. So you want to go ahead, loot what you can before they go in there. So server seems to be like massive lagging right now. Poor server. Poor server is getting abused. So I'm going to just try to grab as much as I can here. Off of these mobs. Empty zombie. See, there they go. See how they all kind of pop like that? Uh-oh. Bird.
That's what it was.
Sucker. Lag is tough. Dead bird.
There's like 3 more of them.
Which direction? Oh, I see him. Yeah, northeast. Oh, one on me. It's hard to kill those suckers. It's easier when they're further away from me. Sometimes you're just trying to get a lucky shot. Dang it. Turned right when I shot. Gotcha. Got that sucker. All right. Any more birds?
Yeah, at least 2 over the trader.
Gotcha. Only one now. I got the other one. Where's it at? I don't see it.
It's moved off to the north.
Gotcha. Got that one too. Got those suckers. Still look like you were hitting it too. Very nice. All right. Boom. Got to bring more loot inside. All right. And I'm gonna go ahead.
Another one up there. A couple more. They're way up now.
All right. By the way, I put a ladder right by the Sky Garden. If you want to come up that way, right by the base, makes it a little easier.
Oh, okay.
All right. Gonna drop this stuff into the drop boxes. What do we get? Some bones, a hunting rifle, some casings. That's nice. Yeah, a little bit of decent stuff. Decent stuff. I have a whole bunch of construction stuff on me right now, which I probably should have took off of me, but oh well. Oh well. See how we're looking here. Oh. Full there. All right. Well, we made a bunch of fertilizer, by the way. Have we queued that up?
I have not started any fertilizer because we haven't gotten a whole lot of nitrate and ammo.
Yeah, let's see if we can start kind of burning that stuff up.
Yeah, we need to find a good nitrate deposit. We haven't found one yet that I'm aware of.
I'm hoping to go get some in a snow bio.
Okay. Also, what we're going to do is going to build what I call railing for this particular thing here. What this is going to allow us to do is not fall to our death, hopefully. We'll see how it goes. He says as he falls to his death. There we go. There we go. Now you only really need it on 3 sides. The other sides are there to support it. Basically, this will give you an access tunnel. Somebody stepping on my head right now while I'm trying to put the thing together.
I thought it was a stairwell down.
Oh.
Sorry about that.
It is a stairwell down, but I was putting some framing in around it so we don't fall to our death. Just as we're going up and down. There you go. It's good now. Boom. Alright, there we go. See, it makes it a bit easier. Also, we'll go ahead and put a backsplash on it like this. Just makes it easier to go in and out of that kind of edge. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and fill in the bottom pillars. A whole bunch of concrete. Let's get that going. Should get in the habit of filling it from the bottom. And let's keep going. So I hope you guys enjoyed that Horde night. If you did, put a 1 in the chat. I don't like slideshow Kismet, says everybody. Yeah. Some people do something about it. What game would you recommend, Fallout 4 or 7 Days to Die? Oh, that's a good question. That's a good question. If you haven't played Fallout 4, I would say Fallout 4. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to side with Fallout 4 in this particular case. Now, if you like zombie games more, and you would like to do building, then I would go 7 Days to Die. But I would say Fallout 4 first. If you like the Fallout series. Now, I'm a big fan of the Fallout series, so I would put it above, just ever so slightly above 7 Days to Die. But I really enjoy 7 Days to Die. I call 7 Days to Die like Fallout 5. It is a lot of fun. A lot of fun. So I would get Fallout 4, get the Season Pass, play all the DLC, have an amazing time, build yourself some serious amount of stuff, and then get 7 Days to Die anyway later, because it's only like 10 bucks when it's on sale. So that's definitely what I would do. Oh, he made himself some hay bales so he could jump down. Oh, that's pretty smart. Pokey's super smart. Super smart there, Pokey. All right. Let's take this off. Let's do the same thing here. Let's see if it works. Oh, a little too high there, Kismet. Way too high. Right there. Ah! Whew. Made it. That's a smart idea. Put hay bales in between there. Super smart. And then the top one, want to be square. Bam, like so. Like so. Bye-bye, sucker.
Okay, seeds are in your box.
Nate?
One of the drop boxes I put.
Get away from my thing.
Cool.
Get away from my support. I'm trying to build here, people. Got a package, people. Ah, a whole bunch of ones in the chat. I like that. Does no one else have crashing problems? I don't.
Okay. I need to get some sleep because I have to
One
do
player
another
never
morning stream because I'm
never
not gonna be able
crash
to play
right.
afternoon.
We get 2 or
So I
3 of
will
us
catch
get
you all
laggy
later.
and crashes quite a bit. Yeah, Alpha 15 does do that quite often. Also, you lose stuff quite often in Alpha 15. I don't know. I would wait for an update, give them some feedback. Now, are you playing a previous playthrough? Are you playing a previous map, or did you start a new map? Because a previous map could cause your game to constantly glitch out. We've had that problem in the past. And that's why we typically, when they say to start a new playthrough, we start a new playthrough. That's why we do that. That is a genius idea to put hay bales all there. That makes it so much easier. Look, I put hay bales everywhere, and you just jump down and do the next one. See, even I can learn stuff too. I learn a lot of stuff from Pokey. Pokey's a super smart builder. And I love to learn stuff from other people. That's why I like to hear other people's stories and their background and that kind of stuff. Because you learn stuff. I mean, you can learn that stuff for free. That may not ever happen to you, hopefully. Bad things. If they're telling you a bad story. Then you learn from their mistakes. You get those mistakes for free. Because, you know, your mistakes, you have to earn those the hard way. I prefer to learn from other people's mistakes. All right, we're looking good there. All right, let's go ahead and fill these in. Whee! Fill these babies in. Get those drying as well. Again, just trying to do this first row. Trying to get this first row done. And then we'll build a giant platform, and that'll make it easier to get all this going on. Now, it doesn't really matter in which order you fill this in height-wise, but I'm trying to get in the habit because I think eventually they're going to make it where if you fill it in at the top, it's going to crush all the rebar frames. Because if you really did that, if you put the cement at the top and started filling it downwards, the thing would crush the lower frames below it, in theory. Like right here, look, this whole thing is full of cement, but this bottom part isn't done. Yeah, you would think that would come down and crush that. That's just my thinking. And up we go. Last support on this row. And then we're going to square it off right there. Looking good. And we go ahead and fill in the rest of this. And dive bomb. Weed hay bale. Alright, one more down. Again, if you make a mistake, you can always use your auger or pickaxe to take those out before they dry. So make sure to get it the way you want it to be before it dries, so you don't have to come back and take the whole thing down and redo the whole thing. All right, looking good. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and build it from the front to the back, and we're going to have our first row of the new Sky Garden, the Mega Sky Garden. All right. And again, I'm going to fill in these for. Oops, I got to get this steel off of me because I'm going to be doing that the whole time. All right. Now, if you're having trouble, you're accidentally hitting stuff like I was there. I was hitting that dry cement, which was causing the steel to fill in. Take that stuff off of you like that. Take it off of you and go do your thing. Sucker! Oh no! Oh no, Pokey! Pokey kamikazed in the blade trap.
I was infected and my leg was broken at 21 health.
I got that guy for you. I was leading that guy into the blade trap for you. I was on high sniping for you. Should have ran for the ladder, man. I ran for the ladder and went up the ladder on the other side. There we go. Poor Pokey! I've done that many times. Done that many times where I killed myself with my own invention. And there we go. All right, those are all filled in, looking good. Go ahead and fill in the rest of these frames. Get it done. Like so. Top edges. Fill in the sides. Now I like to always fill the outside edge first. As kind of like a support thing before I fill the inside. That's just the way I like to do it. Though you could put all the frames in there at this point because it is It is a flooring, basically. So you should be able to go in and just literally put all the frames down and then just run along and do it all. Once you have all the supports filled in along the edge, I'm just going to fill them in as I go. Like so. Unless I screw it up like that. Now, this is way up here, so it's like activating my vertigo. Activating my vertigo up here. It's standing up so high. There we go. Rinse and repeat, everybody. Rinse and repeat. There we go. All right, thanks, kid. You're welcome, Suicide Pigs. Thanks for bringing out. Hi, Pro Surfer. What's up? I do some surfing. I call it mostly falling, though. It's less surfing, more falling. I'm from California, the home of the surfer. The home of the surfer. Well, of course, Hawaii also home of the surfer, I guess. But, yeah. Lots of surfing when I was young. Lots of falling and hitting my face on the board. Coming up, smacking me in the face. Other funny thing, I love to watch surfers when they really eat it and their board goes one way and they go the other because they got their leash on. So what happens is your board goes this way and a wave might catch it or it might go under a wave and it pulls it. And of course, it's attached to your leg. So you fall in the water and then it yanks you under the water toward your board. That's always fun as well. That's always fun. You surfers know what I'm talking about. You surfers know all about that. Bam, the old board yank. All right, we're going to be doing a whole lot of this. Whole lot of this framing in. Building this giant mega base. I love filling these in. I fill them in different nearly every single time. Just, I don't know, for random fun. Random fun action. And we're building it way up here. Incredibly high up. And we're building it at an industrial strength level to add extra support. Because it's going to be really heavy up here. You got to think that this is going to have a lot of dirt on top of it. Dirt's one of those things that causes your bases to fall down. Do not use cobblestone. If you put dirt on top of cobblestone, it typically will fall. How do we know? Well, we've had it fall several times trying it out. Trying it out. Not in this particular build, but in past builds. Oh, what am I doing there? Stop that. Stop that. Now, of course, the hardest thing about doing this is not falling to your death. That's the hardest part. Again, you could go through and you could just put in all the frames and come back and fill it later. Or you can kind of progress and fill it as you go. Now, since we're up so high, it's better to kind of fill it as I go. This way I don't have to kind of do a lot of acrobatics to get it going on. Get it going on. We'll probably get this done tonight. At this rate, we might just get it done tonight. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to try to speed up a little bit. Get this done. Bam. Yep, this is looking epic. Looking epic. Sports first. Hey, Navajo guy, what's up? Saying hi in the chat. We got Konlovna. Hopefully I'm saying that anywhere close. Thank you so much for hanging out in the stream. If I butcher your name, just think of it as part of my charm. Thanks for hanging out. Let's see. Nizro says, can we get the community server restarted, please? Absolutely, Nizro. Absolutely. Let me go down and let everybody know.
Safe it.
Hey, everybody. I hear you guys need a restart down here. Is that true?
Yeah, people are glitching pretty badly. They're falling through the world, and just a quick restart would be great.
All right, everybody seek a safe place, please.
Log out.
Roger that.
Roger. I'm out.
All right.
Thank you very much.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Restart inbound.
Thanks, Kismet.
You're welcome. Just give it a couple minutes, and you guys will be back up and running.
Thanks,
Awesome.
guys.
Thanks, cuz.
Oh, all right. Tons of epic people on the community server. If you'd like to be on our community server, you can be too. That's right. You don't have to be a sub, just a follower. Thanks to my subs, of course. Right over there. Look, we got 2 of 5 already. Thanks everybody for those for that resub today. Appreciate that love. Also, Crazy Aussie with the resub. Who else got the resub just a bit ago? Sorry if I missed it. Wild Rage also with the resub. Thank you so much for that. I'm sorry my resub thing still does not work. I work on my stream every single day, and there's always some sort of technical problem that I need to solve. Uh-oh, it's getting cold out here. It's getting cold out here. I'm going to need my jacket. Speaking of jackets, I'm glad I organized those jackets. Let's get it going here. Like so. Ah, look at this. Oh, that's going to be amazing. That's going to be amazing. All right, get myself a jacket. Jacket, jacket, jacket. And now that I labeled all the jackets, of course, you know what color jacket I'm going to get, of course. No, I'm going to get a red jacket to go with my ensemble that I have going. Oh, I don't even have any armor on. I have this low-level armor, which is like currently wrecked. I forgot to get my armor upgraded. Armor. Can't find anything in here. I think we changed it to this one, right? Forget which one we... Oh, no, it's on the other side. It's on this side. Let's see. Let's wear some armor. Better armor. Anybody able to make better armor than 150?
If not,
Heavy bandit gloves. Durability 554, consists of 43. Let's compare these. Let's see. 43, 40, 29. 28, 24. Well, those are way better. Those are way better. I can see already. All right. Scrap helmet. Scrap helmet action. Now let's go ahead and also go to our meds. Or not our meds, our food and water. Oh, we got a little bit of cornbread going there. Nice, nice. Chainsaw out of there. See how my food is. Oh, my food's low too. Okay. All right. So we'll grab some cornbread. Take that with us. We'll go ahead and eat or drink some water. Get that so it's not at emergency. Then we'll get some cornbread. We'll eat that. And I like to keep it on my bar while I'm running around because then it gives me something to do while I'm running from place to place. Which is pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Bam. All right, we're almost to the last pillar here. Let's get that going. Got my coat, got myself some better armor. And we're going to fill in the rest of this particular row. Now you might be thinking, Kismet, are you going to put concrete frames underneath this walkway? Yep. I'm going to put concrete frames underneath there that extend out to the next support. And then I actually don't need any of those support lines because, of course, we're going to replace them all with 100 rounds support-wise. So, yeah, that's what I will do eventually. I will do that eventually. For right now, we need to fill in a serious amount of supports here. Get that one. There we go. I almost get the next one up if I use the block. Fill these up. Let them start to dry. This is some serious industrial strength building right here. Industrial strength building. Just for the sake of speed, we're just going to go as high as we can go without jumping. Again, if you got lots of resources, that makes this easier, but if you don't have a lot of resources, then it makes it tougher. And if you got an awesome team backing you up, gonna get it going. Get it going. 5 more retweets for 3,000 Kiscats. Wow. Look at you guys go. Look at you guys go. Here's what I'll do. I'll make you a deal. I'll make you a deal. Right now, we need, how many total retweets is that? How many retweets we got right now? Let me know, mods. How many retweets? See if they're listening. 25. All right, here we go. Now, last night we got 40 retweets. If we get 40 retweets again, I'm going to give away a copy of 7 Days to Die. You want to get 7 Days to Die? You want to get some Kiscaps so you have enough to win it? Here's what you do. You go right in the chat right there. You click that link right here. I'm going to put it in there myself. You click that link. You hit that retweet. We hit 40 retweets. I'm giving away a copy of 7 Days to Die. So if you want one, go out there, get it done. Get it done. So you can play on our community server as well. So not only do you get the free game, but you can also play on a free server, which is built specially for the Kismet Army. And there's a lot of epic people in there right now. Wow, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 people on the community server, probably more on there right now. Having lots of fun. Working together or off doing their own thing. You don't have to work you don't have to work together on that server. You can go do your own thing if you choose to. If you choose to. Bam. But it is super fun to work together. So I need some more concrete up in here. How's our concrete looking? Oh, ho, ho, look at that. Look at that. See, we put in some effort earlier to get all this stuff going. Now we just got a massive amount of it queuing up in here. Just loading up. Like so. And I like to empty it from time to time. Like so. And I'm literally going to use all of that. I'm going to use all of that right now. Going to use a whole lot of it anyway. There we go. What are you doing, Pokey? It's like you're standing in the blade traps.
No, I'm down here building.
Take your shirt on and off, because you're going to take damage from the blade trap. What did you think you were going to get me? Come here, doggy. Oh, missed him.
Yeah, I'm building right now. I'm by the pillars.
Yeah, it looks like you're standing in the blade traps on my screen, which you can see on the stream. Missed. What's up, girl? Girl, you know it's true. Gonna do some Milli Vanilli up in here. That's too bad for those guys. Too bad. Wait. Oh, wait a minute. I hear my heart pumping. Uh-oh. Luckily, I've got a kid on me. All right. Lucky. Lucky. Fill this sucker in. By the way, Pokey, you can actually start filling in these pillars once you run them if you want to.
Can you see me now?
Still in the blade traps. I would log out, log back in again. There you go. There you go. Fixed now. Now, one of the things that happens when you die is you get kind of glitched out in this game. So every time you die, you should take your outfit on and off, right? So take like a piece of armor on and off like that, or your jacket, whatever it is. Take it on and off so that it makes it easier for everybody to see you, so you aren't some like mysterious ghost showing up out of nowhere, which is exactly what it feels like when people show up like that. Like, whoa, hello, where'd you come from? So I think it's pretty funny. Pretty funny. All right. Try. All right, let's go ahead and fill in the rest of these. All right. Now, if I really want to get tricky, I can do this to see if I'm at the right height. See that? See if I'm at the right height with this. Now, see, that's too low there. Right? So, actually, where I was at over here was correct. And this over here was one too low. Right? So I actually wanted to be up there. Like so. And this over here is also one too low. There we go. And there we go. Now you can also, once you have this going, you can go in and frame all this out as well. Frame out all the cross beams. Like this. And come back this way. Now I wouldn't fill in the inside areas. The reason why is because you want to be able to reach these kind of under pillars and fill them in. Though you could always just jump up on a bunch of frames to do it, but yeah, that one's one too high there. And put in all your cross beams. And if you have problems with vertigo like me, this gives you that feeling like, oh my gosh, I'm going to fall and die. Gives you that feeling in your stomach that I get when I'm sitting up too high, which is. But I've been working on it so I can kind of override my my vertigo symptoms that I have. So I can do okay if I do this too long, or actually in real life I sit up really high. I start to get like a panic attack, which is not good. So people who suffer from that vertigo, and in my case, I actually suffer from falling too. So that feeling of falling all the time, I have right now. I have a feeling like I'm going to fall, right? And because I went forward really fast there, it actually made my stomach just sink. So yeah, that's the problem with vertigo, is that you always have that feeling like you're going to fall, or you're falling, which is not good. Not good, but I've learned to control it much better than I did before. And it's kind of just my everyday now. It's just my everyday. It's just how I live my life now. Such is life, right? Such is what you got to do in life. You've got to learn to deal with it. Put in all of our cross supports here. Ooh, there's some serious building here. Some serious building up in here, everybody. Doing some serious mega building. Let's see. 30 caps to everybody. Thanks so much for redeeming that Make It Rain to Chuck D. Who else did Make It Rain? Malthus did Make It Rain earlier. You guys are getting tons of kids caps. Now, you guys let me know when we hit 40. You guys let me know when we hit 40 retweets. I'm giving you this game. That's right. I'm going to give you this game. 7 days to die. You want to win this game? Go out there and retweet. I will give it to you at 40 retweets. Let's do it. Let's hit that milestone tonight again. We crushed it yesterday. Now again, you know, hey, Twitter's free. Go over, make an account, retweet, boom. Win yourself some sweet loot here on the stream. Easy. Easy, easy, easy. Bam. Now, sometimes I don't do it the same every single time, because doing stuff the same every single time can get a little dull. You know, vary what you're doing, right? You just go back and forth every single row. Sometimes you can go brain numb from that. So I try not to go brain numb. No guarantee that's not going to happen, though. But I try to kind of vary how I'm putting my frames down. All right, so go one way one time, go the other way the other time. It can kind of entertain you more while you're doing a lot of this framing. I mean, this is a massive amount of framing I'm doing right now. Because this ain't your mama's garden. This is a serious mega garden we got going here. The Sky Garden. Boom. And this one is epic sized. Epic sized. Okay, so we got all those kind of supports in there. Let's go down and let's make sure that we do all the bottom supports first. And then we can just fill all that in however we need to. Look at them all just going in there to get grinded up. Let's watch them get grinded up. Run your face right in there. Very effective. Just trying to attack the trader. Timing's off today. Timing's a bit off today. That's a hard shot right there. That's a hard shot between stuff and then a little tiny target. Pretty tough shot, but I got it. I got it. All right. Actually, I can do this from up above. Let's just do it from up above. Then I won't have zombies right in my face the whole time. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right. So we're going to go along and fill in all the support beams like so. Just run along this edge. Fill that in. Now I need to crouch to get those bottom ones there. There we go. All right, once we got that done, heat stroke. Swap it with my poncho, have some water. That ought to solve it. That ought to solve it. All right, wrong one. And you thought 1,000 frames was going to be a lot, didn't you? Didn't you? You thought that was going to be a ton. But we're running out already. Running out of frames. Again, I like to do the cross supports just for stability-wise, up and out of frames. Speaking of out of frames. Another stack? I do. Awesome. Awesome. We're easily going to use over 1,000 more. Filling this all in because we got to do the other side too. All right. And then we can get a real sense of the size. It's huge. That is absolutely huge. Now, why am I building it way up here and not on the ground level? Why don't I just go make it into a field? Because I can. That's number one. Number one, because we can, and we've never done it at this size, at this level. Another reason is to kind of test the limits of what we can do, right? Test the limits of what we can do as a team. And I'm always testing those limits, right? Because it makes everybody better at what they do, right? So that's what I'm always doing, kind of testing myself as well as seeing what the team can do. Let's go ahead and fill in the rest of these before it's nighttime. I don't want anyone coming along and randomly knocking them down. There we go. Kez, can you play a song called I Got a Feeling? I could, but I'm not going to. Where can I get an auger? Great question, Roby. The trader is one of the places we found to get it very early. Go around and look for as many traders as you can find. Find those auger parts. Ro, who's our trader, he actually got like 5 or 6 of them for us now from the trader. Very impressed by that. Very impressed. So go to the trader. Now you can also go to a tool building and go to like a shotgun area as well. You can also find it on construction workers, but the trader seems to be the best place. So take a lot of that extra junk that you're storing up right now, and I know that you are. I know you got a ton of extra everything if you've been out looting a lot. Take all that stuff, sell it to the trader, get your trading up, and then go ahead and get yourself a nice auger. The auger is awesome. It's amazing. All right, 1/2 base pillars done. What's going on over here? Leave Pokey alone. Like that. He's dead. All right. Pokey's putting the pillars up for our kind of mega base here. Oh, I see a pillar I missed. I see a pillar I missed. He's putting up the pillars, helping me out here with the mega base. He's putting up all the high pillars. Now again, we did these spaced by 3s. Whoa. Oh, I thought that was a feral. I saw that kind of glowing thing. He's putting up. We're putting 3 by 3 to really make it industrial strength. And then I'm coming back, of course, and filling in all of the frames. Did I fill in this whole thing? I did. Okay, good. Putting in all the frames. And again, once you have all these supports up here, then you can literally just fill all this in and then fill it all in with concrete. We're going to do that nice and quick here. Now, you don't want to be backtracking doing this. Because if you're backtracking doing this, you're going to backtrack right off the side. Again, I typically like to put in the support areas first. But you don't really have to. It'll support it pretty far across as long as you don't make a mistake in the way that you do it. And you can literally walk over these frames. Because this is only 3. If it was further where your weight made a difference in which it would cause it to come down, then you got to watch out. And I've done that before, where I've walked along stuff and then made it fall just by my weight of my character, which you can totally do. Your weight of your character does matter. All right, there we go. It's an inner ear balance thing. That is right, Companion Amethyst. It is an inner ear. It's a middle channel ear. I didn't even know you had 3 channels in your ear. Apparently you do. So mine is the middle channel ear that causes imbalance. And I've seen a bunch of professionals, and I've seen all the best peeps who know all their stuff, and they don't know jack squat. They don't know jack squat. They can tell me what it is, but they can't tell me how to solve it. And I ain't spending no more money. No more money on these people. Because they just keep taking my money and not solving my problem. So, I just live with it now. I just live with it. Deal with it every day. And actually, that's the smartest thing I ever did. Smartest thing I ever did was take power back over my health. And say, you know what? Not going to eat so much junk food. You know what? Going to start drinking water instead of soda. I'm going to go out and go to the gym. Start feeling better. Start making it where I can get out of the bed more, right? Because I had 2 choices. Lay down and die. Or get up and solve the problem of my health. And that's really all it is. Like any other problem in your life, it's just a problem to be solved. It's not such a big, giant thing that you make it out to be. Right? The more giant thing you make it out of about how hard it is and how impossible it is, then the harder it's going to be for you. If you just break it down into the basics that it's extra energy that you have stored up that you need to burn off. It ain't no more complex than that. I mean, now, some people have medical conditions that make it more complex. That I do understand. But if you look at it in terms of just a problem to be solved like I did, then it was easier for me in the way that I think. Because I'm a great problem solver. It's probably the best thing I do is solve problems. It made it easier for me to say, okay, well, what do I need to do? Okay, go to the gym, work out, get some muscle built up. Then that muscle, of course, will start to consume that extra energy, that extra fat that you have. The more muscle you have, muscle runs on all that extra energy. So if you've got a good amount of muscle, you're burning it. That's why people who are very muscular is like, well, it's easy. Well, it's not easy if you don't have the muscle in the first place. You got to go out there and build up that muscle. And when you build up that muscle, then it's easier to kind of sustain it because you have that muscle consuming all of that extra fat or extra energy, as I like to call it. Oh, wait a minute. I almost forgot to do the supports. Almost forgot to get the supports. Let's see. 35 retweets. We're getting there. We're getting there. 5 more retweets, and I'm going to give this game to you guys. I'm going to give you 7 Days to Die. 5 more to go. Who would like a free copy of 7 Days to Die? One of you? One of you, maybe? Well, follow that as retweets. Also, Kira Corellia with, wow, 50. Whoa, holy moly. I missed that. Sorry, Kira. Did she auto-host me? She auto-hosted me for 50. Welcome, everybody. Come on in. I love Kira over there. If you don't know who I am, my name is Kismet. I am a variety streamer here on Twitch, and I owe a big thank you to Kira for back in the day. She came in and she rated my channel. She pushed me from like way down at the very bottom of Fallout 4 to #1. And after I was #1, from then on, I was pretty much #1 in Fallout 4, unless some mega streamer came in, like Kira, and played some Fallout 4. But usually I would be up at the top, and I've had up to 300 people after that in my channel before playing Fallout 4, which I will always be thankful. Always be thankful. And I did take some time to, of course, I've gone over there and tried to rate her many times, which I have. Gone over there, of course, got my Amazon Prime, which I will always have over there on Kira. And I asked for a favor from a good friend of mine, Banlish, who I helped out in the very beginning with the Kismet Love Train. Went over there and helped him out and pushed him up really high up in 7 Days to Die and Fallout. He did me a solid back. And I said, hey, could you do me a favor? Actually go over there and raid Kira so people, some more people could discover her channel and try to push her up from the 50 and 60 people she had in her channel up to 100 or more. And he said, sure, Kismet, when do you want to do it? So we set all up all the time, and we went over there, and we dropped like 300 people in her channel as a big thank you for that kindness that she showed me so long ago. Several years ago, by the way. Several years ago that was. So that was super kind of her. And I consider another friend of mine here on Twitch. She's an amazing streamer. If you have not checked out Kira, please do me a personal favor. Go over there and just hit the follow button, sight unseen. Sight unseen, hit the follow button, check out her stream the next time. And then when you come in the stream and you're in her stream, just say, Kismet sent me, basically. Basically, just let her know that I sent you over there, because she's amazing. She's amazing. I love to discover new streamers and also go out there and help the little streamer. Go out there and boost them up a bit. Maybe give them an awesome night like the awesome streamer we did last night. I think her name is Allie. If I'm remembering right, though I'm terrible with names. We went in there and we rated her channel. We dropped like 200 plus people in her channel. That woke her up a little bit. That woke her up. And I like when people, by the way, and I'm this way when people come in and raid my channel. I'm very appreciative of them coming in. It doesn't matter, no matter what level I get here on Twitch, even if I had 10,000 people on my channel and someone came in and raid my channel, I would still thank each and every person because I think that is a thing to do, right? You don't want to get to a point where you're like, well, I'm just too good. I'm just too above everybody else to take my time to thank people. I will never get to that point. I'm not that way by any stretch of the imagination. I appreciate everybody who comes in. Every single person. Every 11,000 people now who have come in and pressed that follow button. All the people who press the subscribe button, who come in and host my channel. Those people are all precious to me, every single one. And if you're a streamer, that's how you should treat your community. Every single person is precious, right? Unless they're a complete a-hole, then ban them and they're off the precious list. But everybody else, treat them like they're precious. Like every single person who's in your stream. right? Especially if you're just starting off and you only got, you know, a couple people in your stream. Those are your most precious part of your community, those couple people. Treat them that way. Say, oh, hey, great to see you. Nice to see you in the stream again. And I truly enjoy saying hello to everybody every single day. I enjoy interacting in the chat. Sometimes I get very busy and talk like I am right now. And I'm not watching my chat, but I will get back to it. Okay, Kismet, just for you, I made a Twitter account and retweeted. Oh, wow, Kellam. You know what? Going above and beyond Kellam. 500 kiss caps for Kellam right there. For going out there above and beyond, making a Twitter account and doing that. Let's give a bit of a bonus for that. Definitely, definitely. Kids, you're forgetting to do the tops of the rounds. No, I did them. I'm doing them. Sometimes I forget to do the edge. Did I miss some? I don't think I did. But if I do, I can always go from underneath and get it too. But I try to do them as I go, right? Try to do them as I go. But sometimes if I'm talking, I might forget. If I do forget, such is the way it goes. Such is the way it goes. I can always get them from underneath. I'm sure I'm going to forget at least. Just assume you're going to make mistakes in life. Then it's not such a disappointment when you do, right? When you make a mistake, it's okay. Give yourself the freedom to make mistakes. I make them all the time. Every day, all day. I've been around thousands and thousands of more days than some of you. And that's okay. And there's been people who are tens of thousands of days, I think tens of thousands or maybe thousands of days, more than me. So you got to think that they have lived thousands of more days, right? They have been around and they have discovered things just by sheer being alive that some people have not discovered yet. And I think that's actually a really amazing thing to discover at some point in your life. Is that, wow, this person I'm talking to who's 80 has been around thousands of more days, every day cycle, thousands and thousands more than me, right? And I try to explain that to my kids, right? It's hard for people to comprehend how much those people have seen in their life, right? More than you, right? There's people I know 70s and 80s, and they've seen a lot of stuff, right? Stuff come and go every single day, right? And of course, they come from different paths and different parts of life. They might have traveled all over the world. You never know. You never know what interesting thing you're going to learn from the next person, right? And that's why I love to hear people's stories and where they come from and their background and all that kind of fun stuff. I love to listen in when they're imparting their journey, their adventure. I do love that kind of stuff, unless they're super monotone. Unless they're like, in the beginning, I did this thing, and I did this other thing. You know, have some variety in there, bro. Have some variety and side stories. I like tangents, by the way. Because if you just raffle off stories one after another without going on tangents, I think it's less interesting myself. So tangents are good. Tangents are awesome. So there we go. Kismet's awesome. Rating peeps. When we rated an alley last night, it was awesome to see her reaction to all the Kismet Army love. I have done that hundreds and hundreds of times, and I love it every single time. Now, sometimes you get what's known as a cold fish, as they call it, where the person's like, oh, thanks for the raid. Now, you just drop 100, 200 people on their channel. Like, oh, thanks for the raid. Now, of course, they have like 50 followers, and they have 3 people on their channel. And they go, oh, thanks for the raid. And then they'll go back to what they're doing. That's not how to be, bro. Appreciate those people. It's like you don't appreciate all the time and effort that person put into coming in there and showing you some love. At least it feels like that to me. When people come in and raid my channel, I love to shout out every single person. Now, sometimes I do miss them. I'm sorry if I do. But I do appreciate every single person. So, and my mods try to keep me on track, too, especially when people come in with really big raids. They're like, Kismet, so-and-so is raiding you, you know, especially if it's a raid above like 10 people or 5 people. I'm like, hey, make sure to let me know. Let me know if I missed it. Because I want to take a moment in the stream and definitely thank them for that. So if people are going to raid your channel, be a little animated. Actually, be a little animated in your channel all the time. Like last night, people were asking me, Kismet, how do you stay so energetic through your entire stream? Like I might stream, you know, 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours, 15 hours. Well, I got an advantage. This is just me. I'm normally this way. I don't drink caffeine anymore, though. You should see me on caffeine. You think I'm hyped right now. You should see me on Dr. Pepper. I'm like, I'm talking like 5,000 miles an hour. 5,000 miles an hour, which is tough. Oh, wait. Pillars. Pillars. Get those pillars. Get them. Bam. So yeah, appreciate those peeps. Appreciate every single one. I do. Boom. All right. Again, don't call this for mega building for nothing, because it sometimes takes a mega long time. But there we go. We're getting there, though. We almost got this whole side done. And what I do is I just buckle in, you know. Just buckle in, go one block at a time, and before you know it, you'll look back behind you, and that'll happen. Look at that sucker. Look at that sucker. That'll happen where you're like, whoa, I got a lot done. I got a lot done there. Again, just buckle in. Get her going. There we go. How we doing? How we doing? Did we get 40 retweets yet? We're at 38. 2 more retweets. Oh, man. Let's put the retweet command back in the chat again. Let's do it. Yeah, I'm glad you had fun doing that, Spider Llama. Again, that's one of my favorite things. I actually have an overlay that I use for rating people. So you can see them on my stream while we're rating them and their reactions and stuff. It is pretty awesome. I'm just working on so many things at the same time. So many things. I'm trying to get that even up to a whole nother level. I made myself a Kismet kill box with a few changes, and it's awesome. There you go, Troublemaker. That's right. Improve upon it. Improve upon it. Make it even better. Make it in your style as well. Go for it. Kill box works really, really well. But then again, try to strive to do other things. Don't just do the kill box every single time. Try to improve upon it. Try to deviate from it. Try some other stuff and see how it works out. Now, sometimes you're going to try some stuff. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's going to fail. It's going to get destroyed. And as long as you survive and your base survives and all your stuff you've collected survives, then your base is a success. If your base gets completely destroyed except for all of your stuff that you collected and put in your boxes, then it's a success. That's what your base is for. Your base is for basically helping everybody survive. That's its whole purpose. Oh, there I go again. I fail-fished that. Fail-fished that one. Getting ahead of myself. Again, that's what's so great about the frames, is that you can take them back out again without having to, you know, sit there and break them. Break it down. Getting food action. I'm cold again. Putting poncho on. Now, whenever you get cold or hot, you burn through your food faster, by the way. That's why you want to kind of switch one to the other. And it takes time for your health. Oh my gosh. That totally made my stomach sink. Almost fell down in that hole. Where I was missing a frame there. So yeah, it takes a while to go back up again for your character to warm up. It takes them also some time to cool down, etc. Oh, that made me jump too. I thought I had no frame there. Made me jump. Even though I'm not worried about dying, my instincts still kick in. They still kick in and tell me, hey, Kismet, watch out. You're going to die, bro. You're going to die. By the way, after the stream yesterday, holy moly. Whoa, there's actually a fleet of birds out here.
Oh.
I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. Dang it, that was a real easy shot there, too. Screwed it up. Well, now there's 6. Ah, turned right when I shot. Ah, there we go. Now I'm learning. Ah, easy shot, and I couldn't get it lined up. Dang it. So trying to lead them, trying to get ahead of them. Ah, you sneaky. I knew one of them was going to be sneaky. There's where you are. It's always one that sneaks up on you while you're trying to shoot another one. That's what makes this game great. Ah, they're so hard to lead because they change directions so quickly. It's hard to be that you little. I'm gonna get you now. Where'd you go? See, I can see it right there. Got me. I'm not bleeding. Okay, that's good. Okay, we got one over there. Got one over here. Which one's gonna be the one to come in? Ah, there's got to be a way to get those. There's got to be a way to lead those. Ah, went up in the clouds. Little suckers kept sneaking up on me from behind.
Yeah.
I'm like shooting one, another one attacks me. Sneaky. Remind me of velociraptors. Wait, there's one more.
I don't see him. Oh, there he is.
The game's not letting me back in, Gwen. If you really need in coal, if you go down the mine to the bottom, go to the right, go to the right, go to the right again, and you'll see where I've been digging. I'm down at base rock.
I don't know. I'm back at base. I'm going to be logging short.
Okay, I'll try and get on later and get you some more coal.
We got quite a bit now. I don't know how. I don't remember how much. There was a few thousand in there.
Oh, I don't know if you used the stuff I had earlier.
I'm not doing any ammo now anyway.
Ah, so difficult.
I'll try and get some
That's really
back.
tough. That's got to be the difficult thing, most difficult thing to shoot in the game.
So I'll say no night and I'll
Oh,
see
should
you
have had
guys
that
in
one.
Tuesday stream.
Good night.
I'm learning, everybody. I'm learning. Like it lags for when I shoot, it lags for a second. That's tough. Ah, got that one. Ooh, that was a long shot. Got that sucker.
That was a great shot.
I was learning where my kind of lag, my bullet lag is. There's a bit of a bullet lag, so you got to kind of, you know, really aim it just right. Ah, I thought I had him. I thought I had him on that one. It's really hard to shoot him that far out. I should be able to get them when they're going away like that. They act as a wide target. When they're going sideways, they're a much harder target. But when they're going away and coming in, they're a much wider target. Should be able to shoot them. Yeah, they flew away. How you liking half your garden so far?
This is huge. This is really big.
I don't want to call it the Mega Sky Garden for nothing. All right, let's keep going.
You can see I'm definitely going to need a roof eventually because of these birds.
This is all going to be glass.
Yay.
All going to be glass. We'll get it done. Got to keep going on the
Right,
foundation
I gotta
first.
go to bed.
All right, you have a great night. All right, let's eat some food, people.
Good night.
Take a moment break here while we have some food and some water. Let's do it. What? We hit 40 retweets. cop. Cop's house, southeast side. Come on. Gonna pay for that, bro. You're gonna pay for that now. Dang it, why am I not interrupting it? Stop it. There we go. See, what I'm trying to do is trying to interrupt him there when he's trying to shoot. So you just shoot him once and then it interrupts him when he attacks. And sometimes he dodges his head right when I squeeze the trigger, which is very difficult. That's what makes this game tough, but also very fun, is that he'll dodge right at that very second. So you got to kind of, especially if you have a touch of lag when you're shooting, which I have a little touch of lag there, it makes it a lot more difficult, but you do what you can do. Put some water here. Again, I got to get this going so we can get our food going. Right now, we're looking on food. Oh, some meat stew. I'm going to go ahead and have some of that. There we go. And then go do that. Let's see who's making it rain. Chuck D coming in, making it rain again. Let me go ahead and see all the people who have hosted. Let me see if I missed anybody. Kellum Mall, Matty Ice, Malthus, Aquatic Pimp, Lauren Tucker, Monterey Pat, Soul Pupper, and Chuck D also with the host. Thanks everybody for answering the call. Thanks everybody for hanging out in the stream tonight. I hope you're having an awesome night, as awesome as I'm having. I'm having an incredibly great night. So, guess what, everybody? You guys crushed it. You crushed that 40 retweet goal, and it's time to win some sweet loot. Time to win some sweet loot up in this stream. Now, everybody else, they are off napping. They're not in the stream right now, but you guys are. You guys are, so I'm going to give you 7 days to die right now. Let's go ahead and start it off. Bam! Let's do it. Right now, 7 days to die up on the line. You can buy up to 10,000 tickets. You can see how to do it right there in the chat. Exclamation point ticket space up to 10,000. Now is your chance to get this game for free. Now, if you already have it, I do ask that you let other people win it, if you don't mind. And I'm going to go ahead and put it up here, right here. There we go. So you open up Vault 45, and you go ahead and go exclamation point loot. Check how many kids caps you got. Then exclamation point tickets, and you can use up to 10,000. That's how you can be part of giveaways. You're going to win a free game right now. Right now. Now, I'm going to give you about 10, 15 minutes to get that going on. Because you guys are the ones in the stream. You're the ones out there retweeting. I'm not even going to tweet it out. I'm not even going to tweet it out, which is a funny irony because it's for tweeting. But I'm not going to do any of that. You guys are in here right now. I'm going to give you guys the shot. I give you guys a shot because you know what? You hung in the stream. You said, Kismet, I'm going to chill out in your stream all night long, bro. And this is how I repay that awesomeness to you guys. So let's do it. Let's do it. And thanks to my mods as well for letting me know. Bam. So again, we got that going. What were we doing? We're healing ourselves up. And then we were back to doing, look at that. He's almost got that other side done. He's crushing it. Crushing it. And let's go back to filling this in now that we don't got 50 birds in our face. That was a lot of birds. That was a lot of birds. Now, that would have been a lot of feathers, by the way, if we went out there and scavenged those birds. They dropped like 50 feathers, which is pretty awesome. So if you want to get feathers, go out and hunt those birds. Another way of getting them. Good question. Good question as well. Let's see. Oh, right now is a good time. All right, I'm going to go ahead and cut this for YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube, watch for the next one. We're going to keep on building this mega build. We're going to fill in all of the garden areas, and then I'm going to go ahead and build a bit of an overhang to it temporarily while we work on the glass, and we're going to need a whole lot of glass, a whole lot. So I'll be back in just a bit.